Holy. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, did you see the nuclear drama that we're about to cover? The absolutely nuclear drama. Oh my god. No, for real though, it feels so hot today. It's so hot. It's so hot. On an American grade scale, so like A through F, what would you rate this this recent drama? Because I've been always seeing like, oh, this is like D tier drama compared, and like the EO stuff was A tier. That was A tier drama. All right, I'm almost done setting up. How are you guys doing? How are you? How are you? You must play Genshin too. See, Pokey cried. True. Dude was cool and all when he exposed EO, but now it feels like he is trying to become a more and more annoying villain himself. I know he's trying to farm drama for views, but he is biased as fuck. Hey, funny thing is about that, Dead. The funny thing, I do not claim to not be biased. Okay? Everyone's biased. But what I like to tell you and tell everyone on the stream is to own your bias. Just own it. It's that easy. Okay? You have your preferences here and there. Don't try to play like middle of the road. You're sitting on the fence. You're not this absolute paragon of neutrality. Okay? That's just bullshit. That's just absolute bullshit. Okay? And if you don't think that's bullshit, you have your head so far stuck up your ass that it's not even worth reasoning. Everyone has their bias. Everyone has their preferences. Because no one is objective with the games that they pick, that they choose, right? They are not. Everyone has their own preferences. And you can't... There's way too much to explain that can be put into words for your preference. You know what I mean? We try our best. We try our best to put it into words, and that's all we can do. And those are the things that we can criticize and attack. But, you know, I'm not pretending to be unbiased. I'm not pretending to be unbiased. That's the thing. I would rather watch Tectone. Well, you have to wait because he's not there. He's not here. F tier drama. It's free content, my dude. It is. It is free content. Sowing, but none of the reaping. When will I reap? When will I reap what I sow, guys? When will I reap what I sow? I feel like I am reaping what I sow, and what I'm sowing is pretty fun stuff. Everything's good. All right, we're all set up. Cool. We are all good. What did Tech do to his throat? You don't want to know that. Tectone ain't entertaining. I wouldn't say that, but that's my preference. See, you can have your own preference. You can have your own preference. You can have your own thoughts and your own opinions. Kind of crazy how that works, huh? Kind of crazy. Actually crazy. Typical Kectone minion. That's me. Way more sensible take to accept ZZZ's objectively good numbers, but acknowledge SSR and Genshin Impact had a slow month. Yeah, I feel like there were much more neutral takes you could have for that stuff. And, you know, I think it was biased. And, you know, it is what it is. We need Tectone for the nuke. We need Tectone to nuke it. True. Very, very true. Rednu and drama market is like amateur. I'm in the little leagues. I'm in the little leagues, Dead. Did you get Julian yet? Nah, I would never pull. Guys, I would never pull without you guys. Come on. What are you guys saying? I would never pull without you guys. Like, now my ZZZ stuff is part of my stream. I can't pull without you. I can't pull without you. Sorry. All right, let's go ahead and log in. We got the new weekly reset. I have not done my weeklies for Zenless Zone Zero. And then after that, we'll be talking about whatever we find on the YouTubes. The YouTubes. Let me pull that up. Boom. No. That's display. There you go. Woo! Nuanced discussion, by the way. Only neutral takes here, by the way. Only nuanced discussion, by the way, for the most intelligent people, the most intelligent audience. Only the most intelligent discussions to be had here on twitch.tv/rednu23. Only the most smart people watch my channel. Okay? Only the most intelligent. Hi, bro. What up? How you doing? Nuance goober canceling only. True. All right, what do I got here? We'll just be chilling. We'll just be chatting. I'm just like doing my account stuff, doing my weeklies, you know. But yeah, I think. Oh yeah, I need to get Ambi. So I need to get Ambi's other arm. Yeah, Ambi's other arm over here. Her D. I need to get Ambi's D right here. The ferocious grip. Let me get that. Let me get that. Yeah, a lot of people are salty. A lot of people are salty. But you know what? The comment section this time around was pretty good. The comment section on my latest video covering the Gotcha Smack and the Mr. Pokey drama, pretty good. Pretty good. Probably because I trashed on Woowa a lot less there. I just wanted to let you know that I stopped watching drama content. Oh. Hope that doesn't mean you'll stop watching me, because we are going to go over more drama stuff. You know? I mean, we gotta. It's free real estate. No! Wait, where's my vortex? I got it. I'll still try to watch you, but drama content doesn't interest me. Well, it is what it is.
No worries, boss.
Take care not to fly too close to the sun. Oh yeah. I'll take care. It's just a week of drama content until release, patch, and reset. Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna cover. I mean, I'm gonna be covering Zenless Zone Zero as a game. Absolutely. I like this game. That's kind of why I'm even involved, or rather, I am making content of the drama, because it kind of involves my game, right? You know, there is some like Yu-Gi-Oh drama. There is some Yu-Gi-Oh drama. Apparently, a lot of pros are quitting. Apparently, a lot of pros are quitting again. Further cementing Yu-Gi-Oh's death, I guess. Imminent death. Oh my god, you bullying my Gotcha Smack? That is the funniest thing. Like, I can bully Gotcha Smack. Y'all know I'm punching up, and that's why he's not ever going to react to my videos, right? Because I'm punching up, and there's no incentive for him to punch down. Like, I ain't doing shit. I'm just having fun with my community. Yu-Gi-Oh player quitting? Holy shit, no way. True. Honestly true.
Thank you for your patience.
Let me fix this really quick. Oh, I can't do it. This low light compensation is messing with me. I guess we'll just keep it like that. It is a little bright, but... Alright. Yeah, y'all let me know when you've had enough of him. I don't really care. I just think seeing what he says is pretty funny. Alright. Ooh, okay. We got all this. And what else do we need? See, like, we need more arms, I think. No, more of these. Yeah, start building up to these, because all of my guys over here are D rank. Yeah, they all have their D core skills except my like leftovers, right? So I think we just start farming for these guys, right? Yeah, I think we should start farming for these guys. ZZZ is good game, not perfect, but still good. Why everyone cannot deal with it? Nah, they, you know. I feel like it's weird. I feel like a lot of WoWo players get super ultra defensive over their numbers, when obviously like they're doing good, you know? They're doing good for themselves. All right. You guys Juyen? Nah, we're gonna pull today though. We're gonna get some pulls today. I don't think we're gonna get her. Well, we'll get close to like hard pity. Actually, today might be the day. Today might be my lucky day. I might actually get her. You never know. Right?
What a pain.
You'll get her today, trust. I'm trying. I'm trying. No, I'm actually interested. I didn't watch Gotcha Smack and Mr. Pokey's new videos on each other. It looks like Pokey will always clap back no matter what, because it's just free content. And I feel like that's the attitude to have, you know? Especially when you're like Pokey and you clearly don't take whatever's being said personally. You know what I mean? He's very chill. He's a very chill guy. Can you, like, hurt these? No, you can't even hurt them.
Stay calm now.
Don't mess up my nails. You're gonna get sissy.
What did she say? You're gonna get sissied? What does that mean? Pokey definitely got tilted one time dealing with the discussion about main DPS characters. Yeah. But I feel like there's like a character development moment you can get from that. And you can learn to just not care.
Out of the way. Take this.
Amateurs.
Alright, let me get this. Boom. Man. Why do the dancers have been vulnerable during those frames? It's annoying. It's a little annoying.
Don't mess up my nails. Shark Nami.
Stay calm now.
I haven't seen any response from either sides. I need neutral opinion. That's why I come here. Exactly. Exactly. You come here for the true neutral. The true neutral opinion. Who else but a fighting game player to give their actual neutral takes? Neutral is a fighting game term, by the way. Absolutely. Absolutely. You guys get high frames all the time. True. Neutrally speaking, I am the true neutral. The D&D true neutral. We need more shoes. More finale dance shoes. Give me that. Do you hail from the neutral planet? Yeah. Neutral edge. You know what's so funny? YouTube has been demonetizing my streams or limiting, you know, like limiting the monetization on my streams lately. And I think it's legitimately just because of the title of my stream. I think legitimately the only reason why they're doing it, why they're immediately flagging it and I have to like request an appeal is because of the titles of the stream. They don't like the edging jokes, guys. And so I thought about it. I was like, yo, maybe I should turn off the edging. Oh, I think this title is just slightly different. Yeah, I think this title is just slightly different. I'm testing something. I'm testing it. Is edging getting flagged? I don't know. Edging is probably it. I think so. I want to say so.
Let's hurry it up.
Let's rephrase it. How do you rephrase negative edging into anything that doesn't include edging? I am spelling it differently this time around. No, I have it. I have the edging spelled with an L. I think that should do it. Hopefully.
What a pain.
Hopefully. We'll find out soon. We'll find out soon.
Can you resist? Cleanup's not finished.
Oh, let me do this. Neutral ledging has a nice ring to it. Negative ledging. That actually does sound funny. I wasn't even talking about that. What I meant was I replaced the I with the L, but that actually sounds funny.
Get back.
You know, I've known what negative edge is for years, but I never understood why we call it that. I would say the negative part is sort of like, oh, it's like not conventional, or
Let's hurry it up.
it's the pull, like, because it's a release input, right? Whereas with button presses, you think of button presses as you pushing the button, right? And negative edge is like the inverse of that is letting it go. And that's why I guess they say negative. I don't know. The unconventional release, yeah. Try positive edging rather negative. Yeah, maybe they just don't like the fact that it's a negative edging. Maybe it's too negative for them. Gib God McGraw, thank you for the follow. All right. New investigation merits. I don't think I have enough for tuning calibrator, though. Shingy has a negative edge skill. Yeah, that's what I've heard. The thing is about negative edging, though, like, because one thing that EO said was that Sanhua from Wuthering Waves, Sanhua has negative edge. But the thing is like, yeah, she does. And in Street Fighter, when you talk about Balrog or a boxer, you also technically would say that his turnaround punch is a negative edge input where you hold down a button and then you release it for it. But usually so it's technically true, but usually negative edge is like a replacement for a normal input. Like, you would still be able to button press for the input, but negative edge just lets you, it's a technique to let you do things a little easier, like have more frame tight like inputs. So Sanhua having negative edge or like Qingyi having negative edge doesn't really, for me, ring the same way, but technically it is true, because you would still say that Balrog has negative edge inputs. Or at least that's what I've seen. But when I was playing Street Fighter 4 way back in the day, it would always be in reference to like a technique to help you pull off frame perfect things. Most notably used on like charged characters from what I remember, right? It's just to help you. And there should be a way to button press for the input too. It's just a lot harder, you know? Tuning calibrator. Let's go. Are you watching the latest Chingy video from Hoyo? Is there a Chingy video from Hoyo? Let me see. I have this on my watch later. So I think the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff is only if we're like really drowned for content. But ooh, we're gonna watch some Monster Hunter Wild shit because I'm into that. Monster Hunter Wild is gonna be good. We got some good stuff. I think I watched this already on my own. Move this out. I don't need this either. I already put that there. There you go. There you go. Why I called out Mr. Pokey? Why Gotcha Smack called me out? He just collapsed back with the same ass title. It's so funny. This one we'll probably watch after all this if we get to it. And then Genshin Impact is better than Wuthering Waves, which personally I would enjoy Wuthering Waves a little more than Genshin Impact. Personally. But I think that's just because I'm a little impatient and I cannot like play the story, stick with the story for too long. You know what I mean? Zero and Marvel. Are we watching? Oh yeah, Chingy. Let me look up the Chingy stuff. Chingy trailer. Oh, nice. Okay, I haven't seen this one. I have not seen this one. We'll watch that after. I should put it as sort to newest. There you go. That's not the trailer? Oh, that's not it? But it's on their website. Or on their YouTube channel. This one we have already watched. It was part of the 1.1 stream. That was definitely a rare Thor L. Oh, shoot. I definitely want to see it. There's a video from Jalu Zenless about Ambi and Chingy comparison. Does it involve leaks? Because I'm scared of putting leaks on my channel. ZZZ Chain Attack also actuates on button release. Yeah, so that would be like negative edging. Negative edge. I should have a separate PVN demo later. Okay, sure. Oh, I need to get Twitter on deck because we always get new Hoyoverse, new Zenless Zone 0 tweets during the stream. Because they always tweet around 9 p.m. my time. 9 p.m. my time. Yeah, we're actually going to get... Yeah, we're probably going to get a tweet like any minute now. Any minute now, we'll probably get a tweet. It isn't leaked, so it's early access, so it should be okay. Really? Wait, how do I get early access? Wait, I'm a Hoyo creator. I'm in the Hoyo creator program. I signed up for it. And I have like a contact. Should I ask them how I can get early access? I thought they were all like getting the leaked stuff. Be a Hoyo shill? I'm already that. Everyone already calls me a Hoyo shill, so I might as well. Build different? Yikes. Everyone already calls me a Hoyo shill, so I might as well get early access, right? Right? You need to be up on your quota for ZZZ sales? Guys, you need to click my link. I don't have a link. I'm just kidding. Oh, let me get some coffee. Yeah, let me get some coffee. You're free to play? That makes you not a shill? No! No, do I have to spend money? But wait, Pokey hasn't spent money. Pokey hasn't spent money. What do you mean? That's wrong. That's a lie. They're rather picky when it comes to creators to give early access. Did EO get early access? Maybe I should ask him.
Whenever you feel lost,
lost, you can always come back here for a cup of coffee.
The viewers spend for him. That's true. EO got early access. That's cool. Man, maybe I need to spend money. All right, what else am I doing? We got 100 stamina. So, Ambi upgrade. There we go. We got the D tier. This one, I'm almost there, but it doesn't matter because I need to be a higher internet level. So I'll be working on that later. So what do I do now, right? I feel like drive discs is only going to be very marginal, the improvements. Like, I would have to get something that's absolutely perfect, replace the HP slot. Over here, I would have to get something absolutely perfect. Not really. I mean, probably something better. Slightly better is okay. Okay, should we do drive disc hunting for our, like, supports? Or should we just do skill maxing, do you guys think? Where should I go from here? Because, like, stuns are, like, lowest on my tier list. Lowest on my to-do list to improve. I feel like improving the stun units don't really do much. But, the supports... There's not too much either, TBH. Drive discs are so important. But for support, where's your bazaar stand on 6th Street? My bazaar stand is over here. I'll say disc then skills. Drive disc for your new agent later. For Juyen, this is my bazaar. A true shield would pull I win to lose. C6 everyone. Jesus, dude. Maybe if they paid me. Damn. It's an investment. That's what you can tell yourself. You have to be in a couple of more controversies before getting the early access. True. That's what we're trying to farm. Okay, wait. Maybe we could get Juyen. I can only pull once though. I can only pull once. This has to be it. Oh, wait. Is it New Zenless Suite? Yeah, New Zenless Suite. Okay, what do we got here? It's only one new tweet. Yikes. What is this? Redo close-ups? See, I told you, it's every day, 9 p.m. on the dot. Submitter, Billy, redo close-ups. Message, Sniffle. My beloved Starlight Knights merch. Boss said we're strapped for cash this month. No bonuses, but she bought a load of toys for the orphanage. How could she? She even said something about only kids needing toys. Well, I have to make a solemn declaration. The Starlight Knights are not toys. They are a way of life. True. They're not dolls. They're action figures. Right? That's cute. That's a cute one. Not too much there, though. I think there might be more, though. Right? More tweets? More tweets? No more tweets. That was it. No. No content. Is it dark over there? Where? No. Nicole doing charity. Yeah, giving away the Starlight Knights. At the end of the day, building days fast is always valuable. It's crazy because most people seem to agree stun is the best class in general. But they don't agree that stun is the thing you need to build. Zen Shiro, thank you for the follow. My boy Billy can't keep up with this. Nope. Is YouTube link allowed in chat? I want to ask you whether this specific move can be negative edge. Yeah, I think it is. Give it a try. If it isn't, then I'll unban you. Untime you out. But yeah, no new Zenless Suites. Dude, it is so hot. It's not dark, it's hot. Okay, let me see over here. This one's got to be it. This one's got to be my Juyen. Come on. Fuck. Bro. Please. Please. This has got to be my worst gacha luck in a game. Because I lost my 50-50 on Ellen. But thankfully I got Lycaon for it. But still. Like. Bro. Okay, guys, we need more polychromes. Where can we get more polychromes? Where can we get them? I already like finished my dailies. There's no more dailies. None. They're all gone. They're all gone. We could go Hollow Zero. Yeah. Yeah, we do have Hollow Zeros. We do have Hollow Zero runs. Your pity? My pity is like 25?
Awaiting further instructions.
27. Alright, new week. New week. We get some polychromes here, polychromes there. How about Shiyu? I already cleared Shiyu. I would have to get like higher ranks off these, which are going to be hard to do because I don't really have the right elements for it, unfortunately. What up, seeing games? Let me take a look at that link. What is this? What is this? Himiko's attacks can be charged in 3 tiers. The longer the attacks are charged, the more powerful. I wouldn't say it is, because usually the implication with negative edge is that there is a positive edge, that there's a way to just press it. So I wouldn't say button release inputs are always negative edge, personally, but technically, yeah, I guess it's true. Technically, it's true. But personally, I wouldn't. I think it just feels redundant to say that, you know. Obtain a total of 20 Rizonia. Rizonia? What is Rizonia? Oh, that's a lot. That is a lot. Why would I do 3,500 when 3,000 is the same, right? I could just do 3,000 and speedrun it, right? That would be better. Wouldn't that be better? Bounty commission? Yeah, but 3,500, I would still have to do 3 runs. So I'd rather just do this. Check which Rizonia achievement you need, then just take any of them you need. Yeah, let's see over here. We got... These are shield. These are physical. I'm missing 2 physical. Probably this is like some number of physical, right? I am missing a couple, maybe just 1 burn. Is this 2 shock that I'm missing? You can't finish the leftmost if you don't do the highest. Collect 14 energy, shield, onslaught, ignite. So many 13 out of 14s, dude. Okay, let's do my fire team, I guess. Then, right? Let's do my fire team. Are these level 40? I could do like quarantine too, right? I'll just do this.
Touch my tail.
I shall follow your orders.
Awaiting further instructions. Standing by.
Where's this?
Huh? Need some.
How can I help?
Not this one.
So sleepy.
Is there anyone else that's really good? I can't tell.
Ready for combat.
I guess I could get like
I'm at
a
your wish is my command.
and then we do the Rocket Boot. Why not Viper? What's
I shall
Viper?
follow your orders.
Who's Viper? Oops. Who's Viper? The 3.5k one gives you weekly rewards, 200 Z merits. Wait, really? So like this is my reward for it. Let's see. Piper? Why not Piper? Because I don't know what her card does. I have no idea what her card does. I guess I could try and farm them. Yeah, let's actually yeah, let's try farming the ones that I don't. I've never like brought
It's our turn. Let's get them.
and get their cards, right?
I have 2 guns, so double.
Huh? Oh, get going.
There you go. I wonder what 1.2 is going to be, Section 6 or Sons of Caledon. I think 1.2 should be definitely a story update, right? Because we're getting a side story for 1.1. We could use some ignites. No, yeah, I'm taking everything.
Objective. Clear construction ruins. Core.
What the fuck is this?
If they're heavy.
Lost item, weird crystal. Something is glowing faintly in the ruins of an abandoned save point. Dig up the rubble. The withered flower lies quietly beneath the ruins. This is a withering corruption sample. It seems that this place was once attacked by ethereals. Withering? Like the withering garden? As you hold the sample in your hands, you can't help but wonder whether or not the scholars and investigators who rested here back then managed to escape the attack. What the hell? Withering corruption sample. Okay. Some lore item. A withering corruption sample buried underneath an abandoned save spot. Did the scholars and investigators who rested here back then manage to escape the attack? Curious.
Grassy, woody.
Try EO car canceling. Oh. Little earthquake here. Huh. Did you see that? Did you see everything kind of shake a little bit? Just a little earthquake. I got negative edged by the earth. Have you tried Juyen on 1111? Oh wait, you don't have Juyen? Haha. What the fuck, Reed? What the fuck? That's fucked up. Listen, I could get her if I wanted to, okay? I'll get her soon.
An accurate assessment.
No. These are like not things I want to build. Is anomaly build on soldier good? I do not think so. I'm willing to bet no. Next pull guaranteed. Is it common to have earthquakes where you're from? I guess so. Yeah. I guess it is. Because, I mean, I live in the West Coast, right? And apparently that's like... What was really funny was growing up, I had like a teacher who said he legitimately moved to the state I live simply because there were earthquakes. And because he heard there were a lot of earthquakes. And he's like... All the kids would ask him like, what the fuck? Why? That sounds retarded, right? And he said like, it's exciting. It's fun. And like, they are kind of fun. But, I mean, thankfully there hasn't been any crazy earthquakes.
Good.
Maybe he was joking. Maybe he was joking. Thinking about it now, maybe he was just joking. Look, I was really dumb as a kid, okay? The chance of staying home is high. He was a very athletic guy, though. And he kind of seemed like that kind of person who enjoyed the risk of things.
Leave everything to me.
Copy that.
Eyes on me.
Oh, fuck. No! How is the new Honkai stuff, by the way? I made a poll earlier today asking you guys what gacha games you guys play other than Zenless Zone Zero. And it seems like around half of you guys, or 60% of you guys, said you guys play Honkai Star Rail. What other... Okay. Besides, like, Zenless Zone Zero. So, like, whether it's your number 1 game or number 2 game, what game do you guys play other than Zenless Zone Zero? What gacha game? Gacha game. Just gacha game. Not anything else. I'm curious. Let me know. I've been playing a lot of Sword of Convalaria, which just came out. What is that? I saw someone else comment that on my YouTube post there. Wuthering Waves. That's fair. I think Wuthering Waves, all things considered. You know, Wuthering Waves, it's not like I even hate the game. It's just that I don't prefer it over Zenless. And people get really mad and butthurt over the fact that I don't prefer it over Zenless. It's not even that I think Wuthering Waves is a bad game. It's just that I don't prefer it.
Roger that.
Leave everything to me.
Nikkei, Goddess of Victory, Genshin, Nikkei, Honkai Star Rail, HSR Gang.
To the rescue.
Only played 2 gachas. Still free to play? Yep. I don't play Zenless at all. I play Puzzles and Dragons though. That's so interesting. Let me just get any one of these.
It's good for the...
Zenless is my first gacha? Really? Welcome to the brain rot. I play Street Fighter 6 a lot. Yeah, but Street Fighter 6 is not a gacha. I was wondering like if there are any other gachas you guys played. Sword of Convalaria is a turn-based RPG, but more emphasis on the strategy, like moving around board game characters. I don't know how to describe it. Let's see. I'm down to watch a video real quick. Let's take a look at it. Sword of Convalaria. Okay. Okay. Interesting character designs. Save your gems. Braxophone. I tried Sword of Convalaria and was shocked. First impressions. Okay, let's watch Braxophone's video.
Hello everyone.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what this is. I tried Sword of Convalaria and was shocked. Sword of Convalaria first impressions.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be going into Sword of Convalaria and give you guys my first impressions on this game. Now, if you don't know what this game is...
I should get a Dakimakura. I've never owned a Dakimakura, but I should. I should have one. I should, like, put it right behind the door. Like, right here. Right there. But it would have to be pretty fucking huge for you guys to, like, notice the details. Like, right there. Right? It would have to be huge. It would have to be insanely huge. You shouldn't. Don't worry. It'll be behind my door. It'll be behind my door so, like, no one can see it.
It is a very, very new game that launches, or launched, on July 31st. And it's basically
that's pretty recent.
A tactical RPG.
Oh,
with
this is cute. Wait, this is so cute. Wait, it reminds me of like Final Fantasy Tactics. I never really played Final Fantasy Tactics like War of the Lions. I played Tactics Advance. This is cute. But usually, like typically these games, they don't really play super well on as a gacha game in my experience. But this is a really cute like design.
Elements that, in my opinion, are pretty similar to
Oh,
Fire
cool, they have
Emblem. If you've ever
walk
played
animations.
the sort of grid-based take your turn movement, then attack, and then you have like certain abilities for each character that allow them to do different things. Some people have like movement abilities, etc.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, was Chain Chronicle a game that kind of played like this? Or no? Maybe not. There was like a Final Fantasy mobile game that played like this though.
That's kind of the vibe that this brings to the function, right? Now, the cool thing about sort
A
of
gacha strategy game sounds extremely predatory, like far more than the average gacha. That's kind of like my impression too. It's very Final Fantasy Tactics inspired. Yeah. But I feel like, I wonder, like, why wouldn't I just play like an indie Final Fantasy Tactics inspired, made by like people who are super in love with that genre, but actually put out like a balanced game? That's usually how I kind of feel about it. But
Convallaria is there are so many great systems, and it's also a very story-driven game. It has over 120 hours of storytelling with alternate endings that you can actually replay in a separate game mode.
that's such an ad read. There are over 120 hours of story content, guys. Trust me. Trust me, I know.
To experience
Can you make the video a little louder? Yeah, my bad.
all of, if you really like the story, you want to see all the endings. I'm a sucker for an anime called ReZero because they have these things called if stories where it's like, what if, you know, Subaru, the protagonist, took a different path during a certain time, and I love when they have like alternate endings and stuff. Same with like the Fate route.
Is that like ReZero as the anime or ReZero as like the... Because there were a couple ReZero games, but they didn't seem very good.
I like to see what the roots are. So if you like alternate endings and finding all of them and seeing how the story would play out,
That's
is great.
cute.
And I plan on showcasing
This
like
is very
basically
cute.
all of this to some degree, including the character.
But this is like something... this is like my pet peeve with most of these type of gacha games. And it's a very small one. And anyone who actually plays a lot of gacha games obviously doesn't care about it as much. But like... New notification, new notification, new notification. Click this menu, click that currency, click this menu, new notification. This one too. It's like, oh my god, dude. It's like way too much. For whatever reason, Zenless is like, Zenless feels so much better to just kind of walk around. And it feels, it's not open world, so it doesn't like fatigue you. But it's still like a little more spread out. Not a lot of things to click and do, in my opinion. And this is just a very minor nitpicky gripe. Like, I admit, this is nitpicky as fuck, okay? This is just me, okay? That's my opinion.
Character progression system, which I think is one of the most unique. And one of my favorite things, I'm sorry, I just keep yapping because there's so many good things to say about this game. I really love music. I'm a huge music nerd. And one of the people that helped out with the scoring and the music of this game is Hitoshi Sakimoto, who is one of the people who wrote music for Final Fantasy Tactics, but also Final Fantasy 12. So a mainline Final Fantasy game.
Oh, 12. Okay. Yeah, 12 is the desert one, right? I never really... I wanted to get into that game. I feel like that game was like ahead of its time. But back then, like... did not like it at all.
And he participated in the music for that, and Final Fantasy music always hits. You guys know this. But okay, that's enough yapping. I've given you the basic overview of the game. So 12
and Tactics are linked anyway, aren't they? They kind of share the same world or the same world design. They both take place in Ivalice, if I am not mistaken. And they have the same race. They have the same races. They have like the lizard people, the Numo, and the humans, and the Viera. Yeah. I think Viera might not be in Tactics Advance, though. I mean, Timeline 2. That's what I've, like, heard, but at the very least, the world design is the same. It might be also that the timeline's the same, or they share the timeline, but from what I understand, I think they just share the same world design, but I might be wrong.
So what's cool about it? What are the good? What's the bad? Well, seeing as these are my first impressions, there may be some people that have different opinions on this game, but when Sword of Candelaria wanted to sponsor this video, I was like, okay, I'm down. I played a little bit of it. I formed my own opinions, and then I looked at the sheet that's like, hey, make sure to talk about all these things. So that's what we're gonna do. I will start off with my favorite thing about this game. Actually, it's the character screen. Not just like this.
That's
right?
your favorite thing about the game? What?
Right, like it's not. Wow, look at all these pixels. No,
Wow.
that's not my favorite thing about it. My favorite thing about it is that there's actually
cute.
sort of skill trees that you can upgrade for characters. Now, it's not just like you level up a skill once.
That would be bullshit if you had to commit to a choice, but I'm pretty sure you get to choose.
And you have 3 skills and you level them all up. No, it's like you take different paths. And honestly, like you can still unlock
Can you really say these are different paths?
everything. So is it really that much freedom of choice? It's not as much as it could be. However, you know, it gets more.
Honestly, I don't think you would want there to be too much freedom of choice with gacha games, because the thing about gacha games is that it's super time gated and they give you very limited resources because they want it to take forever for you to build your characters, right? So like, I don't think in a gacha game setting would I want like a lot of commitment and a lot of too many complex choices and room to fuck up, because the idea of spending money on these type of things and being able to make the bad decisions, sort of like with Diablo, right? With Diablo or like these action RPGs, the biggest complaint about them, or like one big complaint about them, is that you cannot respec for free, right? And you have to kind of commit to these choices, and having to commit to these choices incentivizes you heavily to fall in line with the meta and look up guides and just kind of fall into the same buckets that everyone else is falling in, and not encouraging player agency and trying new things out. But in a game like this, in a game that is like super time gated your progression, I feel like it should be very flexible. Like, you definitely don't want super highly committal choices, you know?
more expensive the more that you get. So you want to kind of
What is being reset? It's the weeklies, but we're just watching this video real quick.
optimize by picking the right path as you rank up these characters. So like as you can see right here, bronze and breaker metal, you can use this. It upgrades the stats, and then it unlocks these 2 paths for me to pick from. I can increase attack by 20% when attacking enemies from the front, increases defense when attacking from the front, or I can get this passive that deals 20% physical damage to all enemies within a 1-tile radius of the character. This basically allows, this also gives me 3% defense. This gives me 3% HP. So I can basically choose 20% attack from the front, or I can do 20 physical damage to all enemies in a 1-tile radius. So this is really helpful for AoE.
So like AoE
this
or
is really helpful
big,
for duels. Now I already have a lot of
big
duels
attacker in the
characters, so I'm gonna
front.
pick this one. But you can get both of them. You can unlock them both.
Yeah, the only other gacha mobile tactics game that I've played is the Fire Emblem Tactics, and that was pretty fun for a bit until you realize like the game, it's very Fire Emblem, you know. There's not a lot of RNG, and so the stages felt a lot like puzzles. And a lot of the times, if you just didn't have the right stats or the right characters, it felt like some of those puzzles were impossible. So, I don't know.
Possible for them to both be
It was fun at the time, but like eventually I fell off on it.
unlocked. Other than that, you have other abilities that you can equip, and then you have a gearing system similar to most other gacha games. Now, I feel like I should warn you guys, this is another gacha game, right? So, you know, if you're dying to gacha games, well, maybe this is or isn't for you. I'm going to leave that for you guys to decide. I am personally not a fan of the gacha model, but I can understand that there are good games, good free-to-play games that come from gacha. And if you are good at not spending and playing the games, then you can enjoy these games for free, and that's really cool. I've continued to use characters that are early game characters through most of my journey here, and I've been fine. I've also
I feel like these seem so similar to like this game for me. I guess not really. Oh, this was pretty ass. Never mind. No. Now I'm embarrassed to even bring it up. Nah, not really. But this game looked like ass. Back then it looked cute. Back then it looked cute. Oh my god, we're gonna have old gacha games now. Didn't Chain Chronicle have like a Hololive? Oh god, I don't even want to talk about Hololive. Moving on.
Had some gacha characters here, but I don't have anyone that's like super insane from the gacha. I don't have any of like the super high rank units. So here is the gameplay. Basically, we're gonna have 4 characters that we can choose from right off the bat. I have sort of an assortment of different classes here. I am missing a scout character, which Crimson Falcon could do. So if I wanted to replace them with a scout character, I would, but I want to have more ranged characters because that's what I'm really struggling with. If you want to put someone in, you just drag them out, put them down, but I'm going to go ahead and put Tempest over here. I'm going to hit start. And this is
I think the problem with these type of games, I think the problem with like strategy or role-playing games in a gacha setting in general is just that if you pay, the game feels like a cakewalk, and if you don't, more often than not, it feels like a struggle, or like you cannot do it at certain times. And I feel like in games like Wuthering Waves or Zenless Zone Zero, being free to play doesn't feel as bad because there's such a high skill window. You know what I mean? Like you could be very skilled and complete harder content. Whereas with RPGs or tactics games like these, usually the paywall is a lot, like it hits you a lot harder, in my opinion. I feel like there's not too much room for skill expression to get over these type of walls, you know?
Basically how the game's going to play out. So you're going to take turns based on your character stats. There's a little bit of story going, and for those of you guys who don't really care about the story, you can skip it. But I do know that everyone that I've heard talk about this game actually does enjoy listening to the story because it's part of.
So where's the autoplay?
Its own little bits and pieces here. But I just want to show you guys the gameplay for this run. So here's what happens. So basically, you have this grid. This shows your movement that you can actually take. And there's also these little icons on the left side. If I click this one, it'll show actually where enemies can hit me. So if I move this character, because it's her turn, if I move this character over here, then they can attack me on their turn. So what's usually best to do, from what I've seen, is not move them into range or just pass and let the enemies move if no one's in immediate range of death. But it depends on how many turns you have left too. So there's a lot of things that play into it. I'm gonna go ahead and move her down here.
Chain Chronicles gives me whiplash.
If you don't end up doing any like crazy moves or anything with them during that turn, you can just hit standby. Their turn will be passed. Okay, now it's her turn. So this is she's a healer that also can do damage with casts. I want to keep her towards the back of the break.
Jump around a bit.
I want her with her. The story. Well, that's one really good thing with combo, but it just absolutely needs energy to use the attack.
Okay,
so
attack
we're
animation.
We're gonna go over here. We're gonna use this, but because it's a combo, it's gonna offer to let us do it
Big
again
skill.
for the second hit.
Combo.
And that takes 2 more energy. So it's 3 energy total for this combo, but it just absolutely like slams them. So it's great. It's a good one. All right, so enemies are moving really slow. I'm just gonna put this guy over here because I want to get him closer to combat. It's all good. It shouldn't be a big deal.
It's all voice too. Shame he turned off voices. That's a big part. Honestly, one of the biggest reasons why I like Zenless Zone Zero as much as I do is because almost everything is voiced. Almost everything is voiced, and the dub is absolutely fantastic. And yes, like as a weeb, usually I turn on Japanese voices, but that's only usually because the English dub sucks ass. But Zenless Zone Zero's dub is like really good. Is it good voiceover though? Yeah, it is. This one, I don't know.
Enemy grappled me closer to him. So for a ranged character, this isn't ideal. What I can do is I can move him back here, and then I can use a long range shot. One of the abilities that I have. The ability is not called long range shot, but it has a longer range, which is why I used it. Or if that got some of the auto, it was story into. Here are the paths and talent trees. This is one of my favorite things about this game. There's actually different trees that you can level up and continue to progress, basically. So this is the breaker
for your
path
team,
tree, right? All breakers attacks, rock paper scissors system, where breakers can kill defenders really easily, or they're like effective against defenders.
Okay. I kind of want to see the characters.
One legendary character aside from the starting character. Right?
Like that's the biggest thing about these gacha games is like it's waifu Pokemon, right? I want to see the characters.
Game characters. It's just a standard legendary character. There's lots of really cool ones that you can get. I really like these characters. I mean, I just
she was
kind of
hot,
so I'm just gonna like roll for them and see if I get them. And if I don't, I don't get them. What I want to show you is the summoning screen. I actually think this is super cool. So on the summoning screen, we have
It's very pretty.
tarot cards.
The art
And
is
you
very
can kind
pretty.
Of like go through all of these.
But-
Let's pull the mood, because inside you there are 2 wolves, right? I'm gonna go ahead and do this one,
Okay.
and we're gonna go through all of these characters, and we're gonna hope we get a legendary.
Bro, that looked like an S rank. Did that pull animation not look like an SSS rank? And he just pulled like the D tier unit. What the fuck? That looked so good. It was gold and
Inside you
everything.
there are 2 wolves, right? I'm gonna go ahead and do this one.
I guess it's
and
white.
We're gonna go
No, but it
through all
turned
of the
yellow.
characters, and we're gonna hope we get a legendary. But okay, so we got a rare, we got another rare. There'll be a cool animation when you get something above rare. Another rare, a common, and
Oh,
here's the
here we go.
animation. We got an epic. Boom.
Dude, you can't even see her face.
She's gonna be a destroyer. And another one, another epic stinger. He looks kind of sick. Okay, a dagger and a crossbow. Dope.
Anyone that's not legendary just has a face mask. This guy, I don't know what's wrong with him.
9 and 10. So this is gonna bring us to another epic, which is Tempest. We already have Tempest, and we use Tempest, so we get another copy of him, which is gonna be awesome. So we got 3 epics,
Okay,
3
but I want
commons,
the S
and 4
ranks.
rares. And the rates for this game are they're a lot more similar to I mean,
Honestly, does anyone really care about the rates when we play a fucking Hoyo game? Let's be real. Let's be
challenge
honest.
this game in different way. As it's combat games, I really really have specific games to talk about. This is where you want to be. You get a bunch of these keys throughout the month.
It's cool. I like the art. I like the art, but I feel like it's not what I'm looking for personally in a gacha game. You know? It looks cool though. Yeah, it looks cool. Let me see over here. I don't like the gacha system in this game. I mean, it's just gacha, right? Every pull is a 50-50 anyway. Gacha brain. We care about pity more. The big 3 Hoyo has been consistent, so everyone is already accustomed to the gacha rates. True. Art direction reminds me of Fate. Really? I feel like it does remind me of Final Fantasy Tactics a little bit. I like Fate's art style.
Just one strike. Hey, Roger. Yep. Execute. Strike zone. Open fire.
I've dealt with FGO no pity for years. Does FGO have pity now? Or how long has it had pity? I used to have like a spreadsheet of Japanese accounts. That was a long time ago though.
Ready. To the rescue.
Are you interested in Arknight's Enfield? Yeah, I am. Arknight's Enfield? What is that? It's like the 3D Arknights game, right? Yeah, I like Arknight's design so much. I feel like Tectone has the biggest hate boner for Arknights, but I actually liked the initial game, the first game. But I fell off because, like, it felt way too manual. What happened to Arknight's Enfield? Wait, is it dead?
And it means untamed. Administrator.
Where's the gameplay? Oh, so... Oh, it's just 3D combat Arknights? I mean... Honestly... I'd be down to play this. The color palette is a little... like, gray. Very grayish, right? But I feel like Arknights has a much more compelling character design. And much more directional, I guess, than Wuthering Waves, personally. It's next level yapping. I watched someone play the Enfield beta, and the amount of yapping is off the charts. Damn. I definitely want to play like a new gacha game. because I want to like pay attention to the story and compare it to Zenless. Because I really do like Zenless' story and its storytelling. But it feels like so many people hit the skip button before giving it a shot. You know, I feel like if you hit the skip button, you can't really criticize the story. You know what I mean? And I feel like most gacha players do hit the skip button, which is fair. You don't have to enjoy the story. But if you didn't enjoy or even listen or read the story, then you have absolutely no grounds to criticize it. Arknights also has stellar voice work. I don't like the story because I never even gave it a chance. Yeah, it's like, what?
Support items received.
I paid attention to all of ZZZ's story. It's definitely a comedic anime. Chapter 2 is like comedic, I would say, but I wouldn't say it's a comedy anime. I think it tries to do like pretty not shonen
Tactical support material.
but there are definitely coherent plots, and it kind of feels like an episodic. It does feel a little episodic, but everything there is a plot line. There's a major plot line too that it follows, you know? I feel like, and there are usually stakes. At least in chapter 1 there was, in chapter 3 there was, right? And I appreciate more grounded, like, down to earth stakes than things like dealing with cosmic consequences like the end of time and reality. Because that just feels super unrelatable and dialed up to 11 when it doesn't need to be, you know? I skipped a lot of ZZZ story because I want to progress faster. I'll watch it all back sometime later. I feel like a lot of people say that. I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% sure you never will. Which is fine, right? But I'm just saying, like, people who skip the story don't have any grounds to criticize it. ZZZ gives slice of life anime vibes. I really don't think it does.
Pressure is
I think
mounting.
it's just
Please
anime.
adjust.
You know? There's anime and then there's edgy anime.
No
It's
sign
not
of Bennett. I'll
edgy
take the first
anime,
watch.
but it's just anime. And anime, all anime, like conventional anime, likes to throw in like some comedy moments here and there, you know? But it is anime. I don't think it's seinen. I think it's just like a conventional anime vibes. Like that's how I feel with Zenless. It's not edgy. You know, it's not a super edgy anime. It's not like what is it called? Not The World Ends With You. To Your Eternity or whatever, right? Or it's not like Berserk or even ReZero, but it's like conventional anime plot.
Continue the operation.
ZZ's story is pretty nice. For some reason, people started to think that's a good story. That good story has to be serious and deep. Yeah, no. What I like about ZZZ story is that the characters are very likable. That they're kind of, they're fully fleshed out. The characters are fully fleshed out. They're deep. They're complex. They have motivations, wants, and desires, and they very rarely do anything to betray their character. You know?
Andy, here to support.
I feel like they're strongly defined. That doesn't mean that they want to, like, cut their wrists or whatever. But I feel like they're very strongly defined characters. You want the game to go straight into relic farming? No, wait, what? Oh, I think you're talking to someone in chat. Because, like, melodrama, to me, melodrama... Wait, what's happening? This game feels weird. Okay. To me, melodrama is, like, played out. Oh, she feels weird. With my upgrade that I took, she feels very weird to play. Soldier feels like super different. I don't know what it is, but I think she has like a new attack. Yeah, what the fuck is that? She has this weird ass somersault. Yeah, every time after she dodge counters, she does her basic 4. What the fuck? That's crazy. I like, something was throwing me off because I'm used to Soldier 11's timing on her attacks. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? She's doing like a cartwheel, and that's her basic 4. I play her so much that I like, it was throwing me off. Yeah, after launching a dash attack or dodge counter, your character can immediately follow up with certain attacks, and that certain attack is basic 4. Oh, weird. I mean, that is good. That is a really good follow-up. I think, yes, there's stakes in ZZZ story, but most characters are comedic. I'm not saying that's bad. I personally like it that way. They joke, for sure. They're not super serious, but characters that take themselves super seriously are characters that I cannot take seriously. You know? I like it when characters like Nekomata are like plotting to kill the cunning hares, but they do it with a smile. You know what I mean? And they're doing everything in their power to kind of get what they want. Until they come to realize, like, oh, maybe these people aren't as bad as I thought. You know what I mean? Like, Nekomata will crack a joke here and there. But in Chapter 1, she wanted to murder the cunning hares for killing her father. And then, you know, at the end, she wanted to redeem herself. And her gang. I didn't dodge that. Kind of want to see the evil group in ZZZ. We basically have it. I mean, like, they're very closely related to Vision Corp, but it's mostly Sarah. Sarah's like some agent of like the Illuminati or some shit, right? Do you play HSR or no? I did up to Shenzo Lofu. I finished Shenzo Lofu and I want to play like, I want to play Penacony on stream. Sarah, I lost. Okay. Characters in Zenless seem like they have and will continue to exist in the world without the MC. Unlike in Wuwa, where the world will fucking explode without Rover. That is true. Yeah, that is true. That's why the world feels more real in Zenless Zone Zero. It feels like everyone's on their own kind of path and what they're doing, right? And they exist independent of the main character. Whereas if Yang Yang didn't have Rover's dick to slurp over the entire time, she'd literally have a coma. Wuwa MC is self-insert? Yeah. Like, if Yang Yang didn't have Rover's dick in her mouth 24/7, she would kill herself. It feels like it. No, it's just like... That's what it felt like. Like, isn't that how it is? I feel like even Wuthering Waves fans would acknowledge that. They wouldn't if it's coming from me, though. A known Hoyo shill. It's a huge plus that characters literally just casually drop their lore on a random trust event. Kurobot, where you at? I mean, ZZZ shows you how the daily lives goes in the world. It's not super serious and edgy. That's what I felt. Not saying comedy equals slice of life. Right. There are, like, I think, because when I'm reviewing the lore, I'm just looking straight at the chapters. But when you do progress through the story in Zenless Zone Zero, there are a lot of times where you're walking around as Belle or Wise, and you are kind of doing other things. But I think if you look at chapter 1 in a vacuum, if anyone looks at chapter 1 in a vacuum, they'll notice that it's not very slice of life. It's not very daily life or anything. It's pretty straight to the point. It's get into this hollow, get into that hollow, do this, do that, get out, you know, save the people, save Canvas Street, get on the train, you know. But progressing through the story, yeah, I think I understand why people say slice of life is because Bell and Wise do take breaks in between the story to level up the Internet account and like talk to the shop sometimes or whatever.
It's good for the mission. The more the better.
I like Wuwa's beta story looked. Not sure why it was changed so drastically. Why it was changed was because the fans
Technical
didn't like
support
it.
materials. I suggest taking them.
The fans didn't enjoy it because it wasn't about. They thought Chisha and Yang Yang were too mean to the main character. Like legit, they said they're too mean to me. My wife, these beautiful women are so mean to me. It reminds me too much of real life. I don't like that. I don't like that. Please, please, Kuro, change it. You know, because Rover was built to be like a self-insert main character, and they catered to that fan base. It's just like, okay. That literally was the complaint. Was that it was too mean. They were too mean to the main character. Sorry, I had to do something. If they said the side quests you do make the game a slice of life, that's basically like calling JRPG story slice of life. Oh yeah, the side quests are always like not slice of life even, but they are not pertinent to the plot. They're much, much lower stakes. They're very episodic. It is much more chill, yeah. But at the same time, you get a little more, like, info about their character. I liked it. I liked Nekomata's agent story and Grace's agent story. Lycaon's was cute too. What other agent stories do we have? I didn't really like Soldiers. I didn't really like Soldier 11's story all that much. That one kind of bored me. But who else did we have? Really? Yeah, I didn't really like Soldier 11's story all that much. But I don't think maybe I wasn't paying too much attention. I loved Billy's story.
We can move on now.
Billy had some cool scenes, but I didn't really pay attention to what happened either. Rena's story was cute. Rena's story was really cute. Yeah. Rena's story was really cute. I was really bored, like the first chapter, but it was really cute.
I saw this one in a movie.
Yeah, dementia. Dude, that was super real. Rena's story was super fucking real, dude. That was like, that was sad because it's like basically Rena's story is a story of dementia. I forgot what her name, Granny. I don't know. They just called her Granny, right? It's a story of dementia, but they call it like hollow deterioration disease, something to do with like your mind rotting from the hollows and the ether in there. So they characterized it as that, but it's literally just dementia, the story. And that was like Granny Laisha. Yeah, that was like, I don't know. Oh, my bad. My bad. It is a little bit spoilers. It was a sad story.
Nicole hates it when I spend money.
Oh, wait. Oh, fuck. No, why did I do that? I had the money. Oh my god. I mean, honestly, I don't think it's that big of a spoiler. I think you can get the gist of Rena's story from chapter 1. It's just that it took a while to get there. Will you ever break free to play? No. Well, yes. I'm sorry. I will. I will break free to play if I cannot collect the characters in time. But I might just break free to play before the new Eridu City Fund. If I can't roll Juyen before new Eridu City Fund expires, I might break free to play. And at that point, I'll just probably just play to collect the characters. The battle pass is so worth. Yeah, absolutely it is. That is actually crazy. Is that like a Mindscape Cinema for Soldier 11 to do her basic 4 after a dash attack or dodge counter? I don't know what weapon to get from the pass. I never really looked at it myself, but my brother said to get the kissy lips one, the anomaly one, the big lips one. The other ones didn't seem as good. The sussy lips. True. It feels so weird. That passive feels so weird to play with.
Good.
Moving up.
Yikes.
Pick on. It's over. Counter.
It'll be good for Jane. Oh, that anomaly one? Maybe, huh? That sounds like it could be true.
Get out of my way.
Ronnie is good story? Who's Ronnie? I feel like Nicole's agent story, whenever we get Nicole's agent story, would be pretty good. I have a feeling. I have a feeling they're gonna make Nicole's agent story like really good. Can you imagine if Nicole's agent story was something on the level of like Nami's from One Piece? I don't know. I always like compare the two characters. I think Nami's origin story in One Piece is probably my favorite out of all the crewmates. I think Sanji's is up there, and I would probably put Robin maybe in a tier below those two. Is Nicole the best support? Nicole is good. Brooke, though? I didn't really like Brooke that much. But I probably didn't pay attention to it. I probably didn't pay attention to it that much. But it's basically Laboon, right? Sanji's hit hard. Yeah, I liked Sanji's a lot. I think that was like, you know, I don't know. The starvation angle is like pretty, I don't know, effective. I feel like the actual cinemas and character Rizonia had slightly differences to them. Mambi's Rizonia is similar to Soldier, dodge into Thunderbolt, but it isn't described anywhere in her actual cinema. It's actually really good. Egghead has fallen off so hard. Really? Is it bad? I feel like I want to get into the New World stuff. I stopped at Dressrosa in the manga, but I'm so afraid. I think what I'm really afraid of, what I'm most afraid of in One Piece is being disappointed. Because Fishman arc wasn't very fun. Dressrosa was very long. And honestly, everything New World for me, I only watched to Dressrosa. And I know there's a lot more in New World I haven't experienced, okay? But everything up to that point felt really bad to me. And it felt like there were way too many characters to juggle around. And I couldn't understand what was really going on, you know? It felt very, not convoluted, but like crowded, you know? I'm afraid of being disappointed because I feel like the old world or before the new world, that was just like peak One Piece. I feel like the only arc that really dragged on was Skypiea. Everything else I really, really enjoyed and I really loved in like old world One Piece. Like, I don't think, maybe this is an unpopular take, but I didn't really enjoy the zombie island that much. I forgot what it's called. But Moria, that arc, that one was kind of whatever to me. It did have some cool moments, but that one was kind of whatever to me. Everything else, though, in Old World. Thriller Bark, yeah, Thriller Bark. The newer arcs are better, but Wano and Egghead drag. Really? Wano has some of the most popular characters, though, right? I feel. I only started East Blue, and I waited for the manga to be finished before I read it. Right. Senior Pink had the most hard-boiled story. Law's backstory had me in shambles. I heard Law's backstory is really good. Thriller Bark did drag on. Fishman arc had me in shambles. Like the second one or the first one? I forgot what happened in the second one. It was like not it for me. It was not it for me. Water 7 best arc? Yeah, Water 7 and not Enies Lobby. Is it Enies Lobby? I get the prison confused with CP9. What was the CP9 area? Marineford was peak. Marineford was really cool because that was the moment where Oda just like tied his entire world together and like it was just so fucking epic. It was so cool. But I do like Water 7 a lot. Water 7 is probably my favorite arc. What is this? Oh, new quest. Thriller Bark did drag on. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy it too much. Everything, though, before the new world was really good. For me. Quest from Lost Items. Take it. Purchase a gossip magazine. Egghead was as good as Marineford, but they have been trying to leave the island for 30 chapters. Its pacing makes me angry. You can go up on that thing. I always inspect the barrier to cross the road. Yeah, there's the road bridge right there. It's funny because like you cannot cross this without just interacting with it. Here we are. Hollow Gossip. That's the one. Dude, I had to walk all around this city. I had to walk all around this city. I need to, like, update my Nightbot commands. We do not talk about Pal World. I got run over by the car. Kind of epic. True. Did you know you could actually be in the crossing while it's blocked off? Wait, what? Wait, how? Wait, how could you be in the crossing? Hype for Black Myth Wukong? I don't really understand the hype too much, personally. It looks cool, but I don't know. I don't know if I can get into a Monkey King story, you know? Is it here? One screen, be in the middle road, and skip time. Oh. I see. Do you play PGR? I played it a little bit. I didn't really like it that much. It was okay. Need more Souls likes? Yeah. Journey to the West? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'll probably be good. But for me, I feel like it's like a little too overhyped, and I'm not understanding why too much. Like, yeah, it's a Souls-like, but there are so many other Souls-likes. Like, I'm not too sure why this one is so highly anticipated. Because it is, like... Is it from a good studio? I don't even know. What am I doing? Oh, let's roll. Who's your Zenless Zone Zero husbando? Juyen! Fuck. No one. Who do I like? What male character do I like the most? You know what? I have to go with Lycaon. I use Lycaon all the time. I use Lycaon all the time. Billy's really cool. Billy's sick. Billy has really cool design. Seth is looking very promising to me. Seth would probably be pretty cool. I like his animations are sick. Like his fighting style, the charge blade. I definitely want to see that. Let's go HIA. Lycaon. I think everyone likes Lycaon, right? Ben. Big Ben, but bigger. Real kings know Miyabi as mommy. Well, I mean, Miyabi's not a husbando, but yes. Miyabi, I want Miyabi. I have blessed your next pull. God, I need another one. I need another one fast. That charge blade though, yeah. I like Stellar Blade, and that was made from the studio that made Nikke. Oh my god. I was actually going to make an angry review of Stellar Blade, guys. I was thinking about it, but then I realized that Skill Up pretty much said everything I needed to say about Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade was one of those games I didn't like. Copied my favorite game, Nier. I feel like that's what it was, honestly. This was like the best review of Stellar Blade to my knowledge. And I was so motivated to make a Stellar Blade review, but I realized that Skill Up took all the words out of my mouth. Essentially, the gist of his review for Stellar Blade was that it's so weird because you can't really, I feel like you can't really imagine it unless you've played Stellar Blade. But Stellar Blade is one of those games that felt like it couldn't help itself but to fangirl all over Nier Automata. And it tried really hard to be Nier Automata. And it's like, there is no world where it could compare to that. In terms of like the feel of the world and the storytelling, it would never match up to it. But it took itself very seriously and tried very hard to emulate it. That it kind of took away from what made Stellar Blade its own game. And, you know, it could be fun. Like, I feel like when Stellar Blade ramped up, when it got good, was at the end. Was like at the final chapter when you had everything. You had everything unlocked in terms of gameplay. That's when it got, like, actually fun. But it took so long to get there. And before that, I was not enjoying myself that much at all. I feel like it did itself a major disservice trying to copy Nier so much. That sounds like peak to me. It would sound peak if it did a good job of copying. You know? but it was just like imitation is, it's not like I'm saying like, oh, how cheesy it tried to copy Nier. No, if a game tries to copy Nier and it pulls it off pretty well, I would be like, fuck yeah, because I like Nier. Nier Automata was fucking amazing, you know? I would be like cheering, but it fell flat. And because it would try to copy it, it would always constantly compare. Like, I would always make the comparisons in my mind, and that took away so much of the enjoyment of the game for me, personally. You know, that's how I felt about it. The gameplay was cool. The gameplay was fun, and especially towards the end of the game, it was actually, like, really fun. But it took a long time to get there. The disc coffee isn't live for you yet? Oh, shit. Wait. Was I able to do it? Next week's gonna be wild. ZZZ 1.1, Wuwa 1.2, Genshin 5.0 live stream. Fun times up ahead. Yeah, that'd be crazy. I kind of want to get into Genshin for Natlan, but I think I'm like way too late. I'm way too late. And I don't know how I can log into my account. I think Pokey is doing the smart move. He's gearing up for Natlan. But how far is he from Natlan? Because I saw he just finished like Sumeru, right? I feel like if we pulled off like some 24-hour streams, maybe we could catch up Genshin to Natlan. Oh, that'd be so funny. He needs to do Sumeru then Fontaine. I think he finished Sumeru. Pokey pays other people to run his account for him. I mean, I would too, honestly. I would too, honestly. I mean, I don't have that much to pay, but if I was in his shoes, I would, is what I meant. You know what I mean? Which is like 24-hour gameplay if you read. Yeah. Well, I mean, if I play Genshin, if I ever play Genshin, I'm gonna fucking read the story. Right? I'm gonna pay attention to the story because, like, what else is the point? I'm definitely not playing Genshin for everything else. I feel like definitely not. He finished the first act of Sumeru. He still have 2 acts left. Oh shit, that's crazy. Maybe is petting, right? Maybe is petting. Is that right? Maybe is food. Perhaps his pet. Maybe his food. Let's go. Hell yeah. No, I got it. Thank you for checking though. I appreciate it. I wonder how long it would take for Paimon to break you. I think I'm gonna just try my best to ignore Paimon. I would just try my best to ignore Paimon. Because, like, I was watching Mr. Pokey play, and that was actually, like, the first Genshin stream I sat down and, like, kind of listened to. And, it was actually pretty cool. The story wasn't that bad. Like, it was engaging. The story was engaging, you know? And I was like, okay, that's cool. I could get behind this. And then just Paimon kept yapping and yapping, and I was like, slowly I was just tuning her out. Slowly I was just learning to just tune Paimon out, you know? But it took a little bit. It took a little bit to get there. Genshin lore is good, but the execution is horrible. I feel like it's always kind of like that, because they have to appeal to a general audience, right? But then the lore is only good for, like, sweaty people who get behind that stuff. Did Mr. Poke actually cry during Genshin? I hope they have option for Paimon to shut her up. It was bad the first 2 region. They made Tinkerbell have actual dialogue lines and it was bad. Watch the clip. This is a Wuwa. This is a Wuwa story, guys. This is Wuwa. That's me. This looks like a Mr. Pokey stream. Am I baiting you guys? Am I baiting you guys with this thumbnail? Saying that it's a Mr. Pokey stream? Oh, I might be. You know, that's fine. Who cares? I'm gonna cry. How do I make this dark mode, guys? How do I make this dark mode? I'd have to log on here. Alright, let me log on here, I guess. Let me log on. Give me a second. Because I have Twitch Turbo too, and I don't want ads. How the fuck? Dark theme. There you are. Okay. Alright. Oh my god. I have to set up so much for this. Is he crying? Wait, he's actually crying. Isn't that good? So that bitch died, right? Wait, this bitch died? This bitch actually died? Cause I was watching his stream and I saw she had like cancer or something, right? So she actually died? She lived? Oh. Damn. Well, he actually does look like he was crying. Damn. Genshin got good music. I feel like we have to like hit it really big before we like start our Genshin playthrough, you know? Because that shit's gonna take a long time. Current YouTube meta is just CC farming and milk each other with clickbait thumbnails. True. True, 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 true. I hated how they handled it afterwards. Yeah, she like got brought back to life. I'm glad they don't make Nilu's socks wet. What do you mean? The NPC is likable throughout the story. Dude, what was her name? Dunyurzad? Dunyurhad? There's some weird ass name. Dunyazard? Dunyarzad? Dunyarzad? It's such a... That is a very weird name. Alright, what else do we have
Ready
left
and
to do?
waiting. Standing by.
Okay,
I shall
so
follow your orders.
you guys said drive discs, right? You guys
Touch
said
me
drive
too.
discs. So
So
Sokaku,
ready.
we should level up Sokaku stuff first, right? So let's get like swing jazz. Let's get a bunch of swing jazz shit. And we should be good, right? No swing jazz here. We do have swing jazz here. And that's anomaly proficiency, HP attack defense. We definitely don't need ice damage. What do we need for Sokaku? It's just like... It's this one, Hormone Punk, right? Yeah. Hormone Punk for Lucy and Sokaku. So it's like Swing Jazz and Hormone Punk are the biggest ones I need. All you need on Sokaku is attack percent and Swing Jazz. Yeah.
Is it work time? Is food included?
Swing Jazz and Hormone. Yeah. Let me go see what I have here. Are we really drive disc farming for supports? I feel like skill farming is more important than supports, no? Can you explain to me why skill farming wouldn't be? Because skill farming is static. Skill farming is like, how I see it and how I understand it is that skill farming, there's an end goal, right? It is a huge money sink, but there's an end goal at least. And drive discs, it almost feels like sometimes you could loop forever, right? You need to reach the max buff for Sokaku though. You think so?
What flavor of music would you like to try today?
Okay. All right, let's try it. Oh wait, this one's pretty good. It's like decent. But I won't need an ice DPS polar metal like this for a long time. Right? Defense, pen anomaly, crit damage. Wait, this is actually pretty good. I'll keep that for now. I'll assess if I need that later. Like exactly. I'll get rid of that. This one I'll get rid of. This one is attack percent. And I'm gonna get rid of that. Nope. Nope. You guys can see the stats. Cool. Okay. Chaotic metal. Critical damage. No. No. Wait. Oh wait, this one's good. This one has attack percent. This one's attack percent swing jazz. Right? That one's pretty good. Or like it could be. Hormone punk. That's like whatever. Just get the attack main stat for your support and max it out. Yeah. All these suck. Well, I'm trying to dismantle the ones that I have so I could roll for more. That's what I'm doing. I guess I'll keep the hormone punk in case to fill up slots. Okay, cool. Okay, so swing jazz. Swing jazz. Because we need some S ranks for swing jazz. Dismantling here is fine. Heck, we even dismantle things in Wool with 30% returns. Don't do swing. Do you think I should do hormone punk? You can farm swing with Zhu. Hormone punk is better. What does that mean? You can farm swing with Zhuyan. Why do you say that? Swing is OP. Well, yeah, for supports. Hormone is with physical set. Swing jazz is with ether set. If you're planning Zhuyan, don't swing jazz. Wait, why? I don't have Zhuyan. If you build Zhu, she has ether set with swing jazz. What? She has ether set with... What is that? I'm not understanding. You can get swing jazz to use as 2-piece when farming chaotic metal. Okay, you're talking about like a Scott Outpost farm. Chaotic metal and swing jazz is one domain. And chaotic metal is best in slot for Zhuyan, you're saying. Okay. Okay. Alright. Fair, 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 fair. I got you. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so hormone punk. Hormone punk, we're gonna do a few intermediate tunings. Two, 4. Okay. Wait a minute. Attack percent. Pretty nice. This one's crit damage. That could actually be... This could actually be pretty decent for... what's her face? For Lucy, yeah? These aren't too bad. These I don't really care, right? I mean, like... Honestly. Unless it was attack. Like 3 attacks on a disc. Keep the crit damage? Yeah. Not this one? You'll overcap on attack at some point? You think so? Alright, let's see.
Ready and waiting.
Huh? Oh, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Okay. This one... I don't have a swing jazz to replace. These are bad. These are really bad. Okay, let's see. Let's level this one up. B engine, dude. Yeah, man, I don't have shit. And it has attack percent. Let's see what this goes. Crit damage? Well, this is actually pretty good for, like, Lucy then, right? This one's better for Lucy. There's attack percent, crit rate, and crit damage. Do I have a swing jazz here? No. I need swing jazz quite a bit. Farm swing jazz tomorrow. They're really useful. I mean, we could farm it right now. I don't have any. I have energy.
Is food included?
It's definitely a Lucy piece. Where's your engines? I don't have them. Should we be buying an engine for her? Maybe we should buy an engine.
As long as you keep your mind fresh, you'll always find something enjoyable waiting
What's
for
a
you.
good... I don't think there's a good attack one for support. Yeah, these are defense, attack, anomaly. This support one's a penetration ratio, and there's nothing here. Any engine that boosts attack is good. Well, I have that. I have the B engine.
Catch you again soon.
All the free ones are bad for Lucy? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing good there. B engine would suffice if you don't have her signature. Yeah, I don't. I don't have it. Alright, let's farm this a bit. I don't know why I have that configured that way. Ether? What's Lucy's signature engine? I have no idea. Whichever engine looks the most like her. I finally got Lucy weapon today. Which one is it? What is it called? And what does it do?
Target spotted.
Give 10% multiplied attack to all allies.
Roger that.
Gotcha. I got your six.
Target confirmed.
Target confirmed.
Lucy's weapon is called Kaboom the Cannon.
Warning. Watch out.
At your command.
Maintain fire.
What's the details on Event W Engine? I don't think we know. Do we know the details of the Event W Engine, the Camellia? It's called the Camellia, right? I want standard 5-star DPS. Feels bad that the other side for Shiyu is just Anton. He feels significantly weaker than my Ellen side. Oh yeah, absolutely. 5-star attacker is definitely really good. Okay, attack percent HP, pretty nice. No attack percent here, unfortunately. Yeah, none of this is that great. But it is a 2-disc. Camellia from Woola gets crushed into a W engine. Oops. I accidentally clicked out. Are you pulling Juyen or saving for someone else? I'm pulling for Juyen. I definitely want Juyen. Is that a TV with your stream on? Yep. I use Nekomata as second DPS and she is still nothing compared to Ellen. Really? That's crazy. Oh, we could get 8 of these? Oh, nice. I mean, we definitely do that, right? Okay. Neko Anomaly DPS is still kind of mid. I feel like, yeah, you probably have to get someone else for her. Right? When any friendly unit in the squad attacks and hits an enemy, all friendly units attack increases by 2.5% for 8 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. The duration of each stack is calculated separately in each. Wait, that sounds so good. Friendly unit can provide 1 second of buff. Passive effects of the same name do not stack. Wait, that sounds so good. What the hell? It's like the team buff support weapon. When will you pull for Juyen? I've been pulling! I've been pulling for Juyen! I can't get her! Her pigs count too. Billy weapon will be in banner for Neko. For Neko or Chingy? Did I not get the Ignite achievements? I don't think I did. Alright, we gotta speedrun these.
Objective.
Ding dong!
Clear construction ruins. Core.
Yo, Flash,
Tactical
thank you for the
support
follow.
materials. I suggest taking them.
Bullseye. Believe in gem gods. Well, I'm out here trying to farm. I'm out here trying to farm for my polychromes. Ooh, shuttlecock. Let's go. It's to show he's a ZZZ streamer. Wait, actually. You guys like TV mode? There you go. Oh my god, TVception. I like Zenless Zone Zero and
If they're
TV
heavy,
so
I can
much,
keep hold of
I
them.
put a TV in my fucking stream. That's how much of a ZZZ Hoyo shill I am. Isn't Starline Engine better than Replica for Neko? I have no idea what Replica is. I'm actually running Neko Billy Lucy. Neko Billy? Really?
This feels right.
How can Tectone get 2 Zhu Yen from 10 pulls? Because he pays to win! He's a pay-to-win shill!
Proceeding as ordered.
I have Lucy and Coletta build up. Which is better, Piper or Neko for the dealer? For the dealer? What does that mean? I would say, like, Neko has to be better. Oh, for DPS. I see. I mean, she's an S tier, right? That would kind of suck
Support items
if
received.
Nekomata didn't outperform Lucy. Or Piper, sorry. Neko is first to be power crept. Yeah. Wait, and I use a TV as another monitor too. It all makes sense. We love TVs here. Jane will take her spot. I feel like anomaly characters are more of a support or secondary DPS. How I imagine it is that they're meant to either proc the disorders or set up disorders from your main DPS. Fuck this guy.
This feels right.
Fire's ready.
Who you pulling for next patch? Chingy or Jane Doe?
Counter.
I want to pull for both. I want to get both, obviously. But it's going to be hard to stay free to play.
Prepare to burn.
I feel like Jane's going to be on field and swap to Neko when dazed if you go physical. Neko's current best teammate is Piper. Well for Qingyi, save for Jane Doe is my current plan. Yeah, the thing about Nekomata is that she gets more buffs if the team, or rather the enemy, suffered an assault, right? So it makes sense that she pairs up well with physical anomaly characters. So I don't think it'll power creep Neko. She'll probably be a good teammate for Nekomata, right? Playing more into the cat and mouse sort of theming. Piper can build more anomaly quicker than Jane, while Jane does more DPS than Neko, but less build up than Piper. Really? Neko is like 5-star Anton. She requires a specific anomaly proc to shine. Her burst DPS surpasses even Zhu to a point to the at the right conditions. She just doesn't have the right cast around her. Yeah. So Piper is like her best then? Her best partner? Neko, Jane, Seth. Cat, mouse, cat. Cat. That's a very on theme team. I want more Ignite, but I can't find any.
If they're heavy, I can...
Neko doesn't feel like an on-field DPS anyway. Really? Well, it kind of makes sense. You probably want her as someone that only comes out when they have an assault proc on them, right? Ideally.
Continue the operation and complete construction ruins core.
Tactical support materials. I suggest taking them.
I feel like Qingyi and Jane Doe are probably not going to be on the same teams. Okay, so all the videos out there about Qingyi, they're early access stuff, right? So it's stuff that we could look at. Neko doesn't really need a stun character to reliably get back attacks just due to how her kit works. No, stun wouldn't be for back attacks, right? Stun would just be for the extra damage buff. And I guess it's a question of... I think, yeah, probably a physical anomaly team, you probably don't need a stunner. Because the whole idea of assault is that daze builds up a lot better. Right? You could probably get away with not using the stunner. I Win to Lose Gaming put up a guide on Qingyi already, full kit showcase. Maybe we should watch that. Yo, Iongo, Ronald Lore, thank you for the follows. Iongo, I know your content. What up, dude? You put out some funny stuff. Seth has high values for a non-stun character. Seth seems like he'll be pretty good. Maybe we should watch all this stuff so I could get like a primer on all the characters.
Support items received.
If for detailed Qingyi guide, I wouldn't lose if for comparison to other stun, mainly Anbi, Jello Impact have it all early access. By the way, okay. Yeah, maybe we could take a look. You can get absolutely diabolical God, I can't fucking read. Disorder damage procs. If Nekomata builds up the anomaly herself even just so slow. Jane, please save me. Yeah, I feel like she definitely needs someone else to kind of help her build up. And then she comes out to burst when they have the physical anomaly on her, right? Whoopsies. Anomaly as of now seems the most versatile in my opinion. You can go anomaly, anomaly, anomaly attack. Whereas for attackers, you can only really go attack stunner. That's what it feels like. Attack, stunner, support, right?
Support items received.
But yeah, anomaly is kind of like... It's more like nobody really knows what the best or the optimal kind of setup is. And it's probably more character dependent. Yeah, I feel like Qingyi is definitely very good because all the good supports right now, all the supports, even if they're not S rank like Rina, they're all really good. I guess because we don't really have any S tier supports to compare, but still. I've seen people rocking Zhu with Lucy and Nicole, and it ain't that bad. With Lucy and Nicole? That's interesting. Because Lucy's the fire support. But, I mean, Lucy's a lot better than Sokaku, I feel. For sure. I'm trying to think, does, like, Julian or Lucy or Nicole? I guess Nicole kind of works well with Lucy too. Because like the pig's getting a defense reduction or shred. That does sound pretty good. Right?
Tactical support materials. I suggest taking them.
Lucy has very low setup time. Yeah. And honestly, is like quick assist even worth it? Most of the time.
An accurate
I feel like I would rather... There are a lot of times, especially when I was playing Shiyu defense, there were so many times where I preferred to just swap to my character over waiting for the pig to drop and quick assist.
Support items received.
Does anyone else feel like that? I mean, how much damage are you losing with that? Quick assist is worth it, but the wait time for final boss is more important to get to DPS rather than Bang Boo. Well, then doesn't that mean it's not worth it, though? Doesn't that mean doesn't that fundamentally mean it's not worth it?
Construction ruins. Core.
It's good for the mission. The more the better.
It's worth it to get buffs and DPS on field. You get the buff without quick assist, though, is what I'm saying. such as switching from DPS to Nicole to DPS again. Certain units prefer quick assess, namely Neko and Juyen. For Neko, it gives her damage buff. For Zhu, it gives her extra bullets. That's true. I can buy that.
Gear coins.
I can definitely buy that. That makes a lot more sense. I feel like with Soldier, it doesn't really matter too much. Your thoughts about Billy? I never really looked into him, but I hear he's goated.
Wilco. Roger. Copy that. Scorch 'em. Wilco.
Oh shit.
Roger. Target spotted.
You know, I always feel like I need another gacha game to kind of fill in the blanks. But I actually feel like fully occupied with Zenless Zone Zero. I'm not even caught up on like what Jane Doe and Xingyi do. You know?
Prepare to burn.
I've tried Genshin. I've tried Genshin at launch. I didn't like it. I did not like Genshin.
We can move on.
I do not think open world games are fun at all. For a gacha.
An accurate assessment.
You don't like open world? Maybe Honkai Impact 3rd? That's too old for me. It looks too old, too janky for me. I would probably just stick with this. And probably play a different kind of game like Honkai Star Rail. Because then it would be like different. And also Honkai has a lot of good polish. From what I remember. I played Genshin for a year and called it quits. Got the burnout. Yeah. Yeah, open world. I'm not too big of a fan of open world. I can appreciate it when it's done good, when it's done well. But I'm not a big fan of open world as a concept. I actually do prefer like linear games. There was like a whole argument online, used to be, about like how linear games are way too linear. It's hallway simulator. It's not immersive. It's not fun. And it's like, I guess so. But the story is usually a lot better because it's a lot more focused. And there's not a lot of branching paths, you know? It's a lot more easier to manage and be told effectively. And more often than not, stories in an open world game feel a lot more shallow. It's only when you have games like Elden Ring where the emphasis is on world building is where it actually feels fun. And like immersive and cool. I feel like there's a thing. Okay. There's a thing with video games, right? Where the game, it cannot be helped that it feels so much like a game. You know? Games break their level of immersion really quickly, and it kind of depends on what kind of player you are, what kind of gamer you are. If you've played a lot of games, that immersion like goes away so quick, and it very quickly becomes a game, right? And I feel like with open world games, the problem with open world games for me is because I feel like it's because I've played a lot of games, and when I play open world games, that immersion, the suspension of disbelief, my willingness to believe that I'm in like a fantasy world, the game's ability to immerse me is a lot more shallow. There's not enough of it. You know what I mean? After a certain point, it feels like a game really quickly compared to like other experiences for me, personally. Because like the storylines are usually a lot shorter because they're more numerous, they're more abundant. And so the depth of them usually feels very, very shallow. And I guess that's the reason I don't really like it. Isn't open world still kind of linear? Yeah. A lot of open world games are not really open world. They just market themselves as open world and are in fact linear. But for me, how I see those games too is it just kind of dilutes the experience and spreads it out too thin. What up, Empty? Ghost of Tsushima and Red Dead Redemption do open world really well and are the best in class because they tell a good story and amazing open worlds and are super immersive. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 for sure is really immersive. Too much for me because it's so slow fucking paced. But it is immersive. And it is you know, I can agree that it's a good experience. It's just not for me. And Ghost of Tsushima I enjoyed. I enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima. That was actually really fun. That was a fun sandboxy world. That felt really sandboxy, and I was enjoying myself hardcore with Ghost of Tsushima. Kind of similar to like how I felt playing Metal Gear Solid 5, which I enjoyed as well. I actually enjoyed Metal Gear Solid 5 as an open world game. Pretty good. Jane Doe is a physical anomaly that builds stacks in her core passive to make the anomaly build faster. She wants to be on field a lot to do that. Qing Yi is an electric stun, which is a better version of Ambi. In a way, she fits with burst DPS like Shu because she wants on-field time to stun and get the damage multiplier. However, C6 Ambi, even though she doesn't have the multiplier, she stuns faster and requires less on-field time. Besides that, Qing Yi feels more mobile and comfy, easy to play. Sounds right. S-rank characters should be like really easy to play, I feel. That's usually how it is too. Polychromes, more Jupils, yeah. How about Sekiro? Sekiro's not open world. Sekiro has like branching paths, but it's not very open world, right? Sekiro's fun though. Sekiro's fun because it's like kind of rhythm game Dark Souls. It's very, very like that's kind of like the type of pairing that I like. Which is why I don't really like Wuwa parrying, because Wuwa parrying isn't very rhythm game. It's very like it's a very unique type of parrying. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me like, oh, Bayonetta or Devil May Cry does the same thing, but I feel like the parrying in Wuthering Waves is super unique, and I do not like it. I don't like that type of parrying. The one where it's tied to your attack animation, and you kind of have to know which frames of your attacks are frames that can parry, you know? Wuwa parrying is watching two circles converge. Not really though, right? Because there's also certain attacks in your strings, and if you want to maximize DPS, there are attacks later in your strings that can also parry, but they have weird timing. They have like very weird timing that you have to get used to, you have to practice, you have to know. At least that's my impression of that. But yeah, let's try pulling for Zhuyan. Please. Please, pity. We're on soft pity if I pull here, right? Please. Please. Oh. I'm so poor. I'm so poor. 10 away from soft pity? Oh, I thought it was 25. Okay, 10 away. 10 away. Did you buy the battle pass yet? No. Is parry in Elden Ring literally same with Wuwa, but harder because there's no parry mark? Isn't parry in Elden Ring dependent on the shield animation? And usually, it's pretty reliable and easy to understand. I don't think it's like Wuthering Waves, no. Because the parrying in Wuthering Waves is off attacks. And from my understanding, Elden Ring, I'm like 99.9% sure the only things that can parry are the shields or like maybe Ashes of War, right? And unless there's like some weird ones, most of them are just shield parries. Right? Parry in Elden Ring is frame perfect damn near. Don't you still need to hit the 50-50 for Julian? Yes, I do. Don't remind me. Yes, I do. Do I have enough energy? Is this 40? It's 60. Fuck. Alright, I think I'm gonna go for the scout. Oh, what's this? Wait, did I pull something? For remodeling?
Hey, Proxy, have you hit a roadblock?
Oh, this. Yeah.
If you got any questions, come find me anytime. I'll be here.
Is Wula parrying similar to Charge Blade perfect blocks? I guess, kinda. You could say that because Charge Blade perfect blocks or Charge Blade guard points are like, no, well, it's kind of not, I feel. I feel like it's more lenient than guard points. And even then, the thing about the difference between Charge Blade and like Wuthering Waves is that every character in Wuthering Waves has different attack animations, right? Whereas Charge Blade guard points, like, you have the entire fucking game to learn it. And you can ramp up, like, who you're fighting against to learn the charge points, or the guard points, right? I feel like it's different. Parrying is a specific function in Elden Ring. Parrying in Wuthering Waves is timing your attack animation to their attack animation. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's different. I feel like parrying in this game is a lot more intuitive, and it's a lot more fun because it reminds me more of Sekiro type parrying, where parrying is instant. It is instantaneous, and it becomes more like a rhythm game, especially when you're bombarded by different different mobs. Like Shiyu, I'm talking about like Shiyu 15, 16, 17. Like it starts to become like a rhythm game, and that's a lot more fun for me. I guess we'll save the battery. Okay, are we done farming then? I guess we could look at some videos, right? I kind of want to look at gameplay, like Zenless gameplay videos. Wait, are there more Zenless tweets? No. Oh wait, there are. Street photography. This is like a IRL event, right? Take a picture in game that you're satisfied with. Polychrome for 60 proxies. I'm good. I'm not usually hyped up for any of these. Ooh, damn. This is probably AI though, right? Holy camel toe. This is AI as fuck, right? This is 100% AI as fuck. I don't know. I can't tell. I'm insulting this artist. No? Damn. I don't think that's AI. Look up Chingy gameplay. Yeah, let's look up Chingy stuff. We have this. We already have that. We have drama stuff, obviously. What are some guides I can watch? Chingy. I Win to Lose? This one? Early access first impressions. That's the go-to insult for artists now. Your art looks AI. Shingy versus Ambi. This one? Jello Jones 0. Is this one good?
Ambi actually stuns faster.
Ambi stuns faster. Uh-oh.
Hello.
Uh-oh. Spicy. What else? We're good on that? We're good on that? Let's do this one first. Okay, let's watch. Let's see over here. Alright, so let's learn about Qingyi. Let me do this.
Let me finish my cup of hot water.
Let me roll back. I didn't see it.
A new case to solve?
Nips. I never noticed those jade ornaments in her hair.
Cross the line and you get shot.
She goes crazy with the AoE stun. This is such a weird ass animation. She's just like, she's just going around slamming the floor. She's crashing out.
Following orders.
That looks cool. Wait, that looks so smooth. Wait, that dodge animation looks so smooth. Wait, check it out. Oh my god. The slide back? What is she, like Michael Jackson? Holy shit. Damn.
Time to close the net.
She's pretty smooth with it.
Here comes the verdict. Is that all?
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Check out dodge animation for Jane Doe. They don't have an Asian combat intel for Jane Doe yet. But yeah, actually, let's load up some Jane Doe videos. Jane Doe. Any guides? Are these early access too? Or am I gonna get in trouble? Full animation showcase. Leaks? These are leaks? Oh. Guys, I don't know what these are. Sonata Heaven, thank you for the follows. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at this.
And welcome to my channel, I Win to Lose Gaming. Alright, here we go. We're about to stun the boss. Let's go. We're going to get the max stun multiplier with this. And we're going to stack everything up. And let's see how much damage Julian does. This is with the Starlight engine, by the way.
He sounds so excited.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is the power of Qingyi. Right here, right here. Julian's ultimate.
Right here.
It's going to do huge damage.
Right here.
200,000 damage per hit on some of those. Oh my
Wait,
god.
that's actually crazy.
Almost got deleted by a single ultimate. Holy cow. So I've got the craziest surprise for you all today, or at least for the next 10 minutes while you're watching this video. But I have early access to Qingyi, the next upcoming character in Zenless Zone 0.
That was a lot. Dude, she looks so sick there.
This video was filmed on the creator experience server for Zenless Zone 0. And it is important to note that this is a test version and doesn't represent the quality of the final game. There may be changes, although usually there aren't any like drastic changes in terms of character.
How the fuck do I sign up for this? I need this.
Balancing and stuff. However, we are missing voices and some sound effects in this version, so there is that to keep in mind. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you guys what Qingyi is about, what she can do. We're going to take a look at some of her animations, her general playstyle, and I'll just talk a little bit about her. So first of all, in the menu, we can see that Qingyi actually has a custom animation, or a different one, going from equipment to skills. Now, not all...
That's every character. That's like literally every character. Every character has different animations, from base stats to skills to equipment to skills. Like every character has different ones.
Characters, I believe, have this to my knowledge. But we can see that she goes into this angle instead.
Yeah, no, literally every character has this. I'll show you. Literally every character has this. Like Ellen. You go here, skills, And then, so that's base stats to skills, right? Base stats to skills is like this. Equipment to skills. She's closer. And skills to equipment, I think that's different. Base stats to equipment. Okay, maybe not. Okay, to equipment, it's the same. But equipment to skills and base stats to skills is different. Pretty sure it's the same thing with her, too. Base stats to skills, equipment to skills. Oh. Maybe this one's not different. Oh. That one's not different. Base stats to equipment, skills to equipment. Oh, maybe not all characters then. I thought that was literally all characters. My bad. Base stats to skills, base stats to equipment, equipment to skills. I mean, it's a different animation, but it's the same pose. It is the same pose, but it's a different animation. Because he turns around. Alright, skills to equipment, base stats to equipment. I guess equipment's the same for everyone. Piper. Base stats to skills. Okay. Equipment to skills. Yeah. Just full facial shot of her pits. Thanks, Piper. Lucy for sure has different ones. Right? No, it doesn't, actually. Nicole should. Yeah, Nicole does. Wait, no, she doesn't? What? I swear to God it was. Damn. Ambi's different, right? No? Okay, Ellen was different though. Okay? We found plenty of characters that were different. Piper is different. Piper's so different. And then Sokaku, yeah. Sokaku is the most dramatic one because she puts on a cool ass mask that's cracked. That's so funny that it also says Kaze on her mask. It says wind. Right? That is wind, right? I'm a fake weeb. Yeah, this one's cool. This one is cool as fuck. She's badass. Does Billy have different? Yeah, Billy is totally different. Base stats to skills, equipment to skills. You can read Japanese? Only a little bit. Very, very, very little. Very, very little. I'm a weeb level of Japanese reading. I think Nekomata's different. Yeah, Nekomata's different. See? You don't really see much of her back here. But over here you do. Grace. Yeah. Holy tits. It's like she's causing an earthquake. Shockwaves are emitting from her tits whenever she swings her chest. Holy shit. Put those away. Oh my god, that's lethal. Alright. Holy shit. Wait, she is smooth as fuck. Dude, why can't I have her? Why can't I have Julian? Why can't I have Julian? Do you see her ass here? Oh my god. Stop. 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 Oh my god. Grace is really cute. Yeah, that's totally different. Her pose is so cute. Her pose is so cute. She's a ghost. She's a ghost girl. She's a little ghost. Wait, did she open her mouth here? No. I thought I saw her open her mouth a little bit. Oh yeah, look! What the fuck? That's crazy. Get the battle pass at least. I have made enough wishes to spend 90 and have 112 if I wanted her. Are you also saving? Also, I'm gonna drop a follow. Hey, thanks, I appreciate it. Buy polychrome for us? What do you mean buy polychrome for you? You're supposed to buy polychromes for me. Is she dual wielding hammers? I didn't even know she has 2 weapons. When you're doing a giveaway? When I have something to give away. When I have something to give away, I'll do a giveaway. Stone Shan, thank you for a follow. When will I do a giveaway? When I have something to give away. Sell your TV and swipe. No! It's for the immersive experience. Okay, that's enough. Animations are different.
Of this pose. So yeah, there's just one little extra detail that they put into her for reasons, I guess. Actually, I should move my head a bit. So let's take a look at what Qingyi is all about while in combat. Now, Qingyi is an electric stun type character, and she has a pretty crazy playstyle in all honesty, because just watch this. Her B3, she'll just do this forever. Just like literally spazzing
dude, she's
out.
crazy as hell. She's just crashing out.
She's just smashing her
She's
bow
just smashing
all
her,
over the
like
place.
smashing the fuck out of the floor. She doesn't even care about the enemy in front of her. She's just beating up the fucking floor.
Enemies with her giant stick. And if you do a hold attack, she'll do this version where she does a lot of daze damage,
cool.
as well as increases the enemy's stun damage multiplier. Right here, you can see normally it is 200%, but with her, it is at 260%. And the way that she does that heavy attack there is by building up this bar, which she does with various electro lightning attacks. You can see that B3 spam builds up a lot, where she can use.
So wait, it builds up the bar?
That bar, which she does with various electro lightning attacks. You can see that B3.
She charges up with the electric attacks to do that.
She can use that heavy attack to spend that resource. And also, she has her EX skill, which is actually pretty basic, but it leads into her crazy spamming attack like this, where she can charge up pretty quickly and go into this 5-hit combo. There's a lot more interesting things about her,
sick.
but let's first take a look at how much more damage you can expect with Qingyi in comparison to her most obvious competitor, Ambi. All right, so let's go ahead and stun this enemy really quick with Ambi, just so we have a baseline for how much damage Zuyan will do here.
Okay, is that actually optimal? Isn't it better to skill like 1 2 1 2? Is it 1 2 3? It's 1 2 3 skill Thunderbolt. No? Isn't that better? Cuz my impression of it is if you read Ambi, the skill, it says after the 3rd hit of Ambi's basic attack for an extra 53.3% daze. And wouldn't you want that multiplier on the EX special and not the Thunderbolt? I'm just wondering. I Win to Lose doesn't have to play optimal, but I'm just wondering. It's basic 3 EX Thunderbolt. Okay. Yeah.
Baseline or how much damage Zuyan will do here. So we go like this into Nicole.
She does a cartwheel.
And we can see each crit is doing about 33,000 damage while the enemy is stunned.
Yeah.
And we can see the stun multiplier right there was 200%. All right, so we're going to do the exact same combo with Qingyi now. Now, her playstyle is quite a bit different from Ambi's. As you can see, she just does some really crazy combos and stuff with her abilities here. And you can see her just absolutely going ham on the enemy. So there we go.
Okay.
We stunned it. Now let's go ahead and do the same combo.
Ooh,
And all the way up to
43.
43,000 damage per shot. Holy cow. And the reason why we had such a big damage increase, you guys can see this little chart that I'm about to put up on the screen somewhere. But it went from 33,265 damage with
There's not too much there.
all the way up to 43,244 damage. So if we take a look at Chingy's abilities here, we can see this one in particular, the core passive Eternal Seasons. This is
What the fuck is this? Look, listen. Thankfully, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh master. I play Yu-Gi-Oh, so I will be able to decipher these ancient texts. Okay, hold up. Core passive Eternal Seasons. When Chingy lands a finishing strike on an enemy with their basic attack, Enchanted Moonlight Blossoms, it applies 5 stacks of subjugation to the enemy, stacking up to 20 times, so 4 times, okay. Each stack of subjugation increases the target's stun damage multiplied by 3%. Oh, each stack of subjugation. Okay, yes, yeah, so 60%. For each rush attack during basic attack, Enchanted Moonlit Blossoms, the finishing strike will apply an extra stack of subjugation. For each rush attack during basic attack, Enchanted Moonlit Blossom, probably the weird shit where she's beating up the floor. Finishing strike will apply an extra stack of subjugation. Okay, the finishing strike will apply an extra stack. If perfect dodge is triggered when using finishing strike, it directly applies 10 stacks of subjugation. When applying subjugation to normal or elite enemies, the applied stacks are doubled. Okay. The applied stacks are doubled. When applying subjugation to normal or elite enemies... Okay, but not bosses. Oh, so you get max stacks of subjugation a lot quicker on them. And basically with 1 round. Right? With 1 round of a dodge counter, you get max stacks of subjugation. When the target recovers from being stunned, the corresponding stacks of subjugation are reset. Okay. This is fake Yu-Gi-Oh player behavior? No. Oh, wait, yeah, I'm not supposed to read. You're right. You're right. You need a full stack for boss? Yeah.
This is what makes Chingy be pretty much an upgrade in comparison to Amy for most situations, is that when she does all this
it's because she gets an extra
60%
increasing damage multiplier.
Stun damage multiplier by 3% per stack up to 20 stacks, which ends up being 60% additional stun damage multiplier.
Crazy.
And let's actually take a look at her idol. I haven't seen her idol yet, so let's see if we can get her to do her idol ability. Now, unfortunately, we don't have voices or sound effects. So even when or if she does her idol, it's going to be missing some of that personality and character that we've come to expect.
Isn't it funny? She kind of looks like an archer because, like, her staff looks like an arrow, like the back of an arrow.
All right, so she's kind of looking around, inspecting her giant stick, and that's about it. Okay, pretty simple, straightforward. Maybe she says something witty or something, but we won't know, at least not on this creator experience server. Let's do a quick showcase.
Spear? No, it looks like the back of an arrow, no? I don't feel like spears usually have like any kind of ornament on the tip of it.
Against this weekly boss.
Not the tip, the back
let's
tip.
take a look at my team's build as well, just so you guys have an understanding of what you can kind of expect. So here we have Julian. She has some of her stuff maxed out, including her core ability, as well as 3 of her talents. And
it is a quarterstaff.
Very free-to-play.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a spear, though. I wasn't saying it was a spear. I was saying it looks like the end of an arrow.
Hormone Punk. And of course we have Chingy as well, who's using the free-to-play friendly Steam Oven Wenjin, as well as...
That looks so fucking good.
The 4-piece Shockstar Disco, as well as the 2-piece Swing Jazz. Finally, we have Nicole with the 4-piece Swing Jazz, as well as 2-piece Freedom Blues. And finally, we have the Vault. So let's just go ahead and fight our robot boss friend. Now, I'm not super comfortable using Chingy yet, because, you know, literally just started to learn how she
so
works.
cool.
And I guess we'll go for
She has a fucking pistol.
We can keep the enemy stunned for longer.
I mean, obviously. I don't know. I thought it was like bigger.
Like this,
I thought she always used her ulti gun.
Gauge in the top, and we can see there. I just kind of ate that. So now we can follow it up with her heavy attack, where you can see there I actually parried it unintentionally, but it worked out for us. And now that we got the stun on it, we will unload big damage on it, thanks to the increased multiplier, as well as ZZZ dealing increased damage to this type of enemy, or to stunned enemies. Okay, so yep, clean 1 cycle against that enemy right there.
Oh my god.
And okay. So here we go. So another cool thing about her, which I'm going to try to showcase. Oops.
Nope. No dodge counter there. I want to see her dodge counter
here.
And apply the subjugation.
I often find myself accidentally doing the heavy attack.
That was pretty good. But that was only 5 stacks, right? I'm actually paying attention.
Here. It's very... I often find...
Oh no. I think she has to be like... I think she... Let me read that again. Because I remember reading something like, if she dodge counters, she gets to apply double stacks, like 10, instead of 5. If perfect dodge is triggered when using finishing strike. When using finishing strike? So it's when she's doing the golden staff attack, right? Then she applies 10 stacks as opposed to 5. Because usually you apply 5. If she times the last hit during her last attack.
Right, you can see you can dodge during it, which is very cool. And then you can do the heavy... some of the commands here. It's very... I often find myself accidentally doing the heavy attack when I don't want to do the heavy attack. But she can dodge during that spamming attack, when she's kind of doing this crazy B3 spam. Right, you can see you can dodge.
But you want to do a dodge counter while you're doing the finishing strike.
Up, and actually, I want to hit it with the heavy attack right here to build up the stun multiplier against the boss. Hit it with the heavy attack.
How much
right
does
here
he?
To build up
he built 10 there. Well, he built 10 stacks there. If you guys can't see because I'm blocking it. He builds 10 stacks here, so you can see it's 5. It's very, very small.
Which is very cool.
But he builds 10 more for doing the charge attack
right here to build up.
Like this. Once he does this.
And then you can follow it up, and actually I want to hit it with the heavy attack right here to build up.
It becomes 15.
The stun multiplier against the boss. And now we can unload a full chain against it. And we're going to go for this.
Yeah, he only got 185 when it's supposed to be 200? I thought it would be 210, right?
But yeah, as we can see, this boss does not stand a chance, and I may as well build up a few bullets for ZZZ while we're at it.
I think before you could get away with like not building Anbi, not building like Heian, but I feel like you'll probably suffer if you don't build Qingyi, because she does require a lot of on time, right? And like whoever your DPS is, whoever's the most bursty would be better.
Oops. Okay, yeah. We got to mash B3. At least. Oh, okay. I guess she can't B3 through that. So she does have enhanced super armor during this as well. You can see that her playstyle is pretty comical. She's just spamming this thing like crazy. And then once your bar is full, you want to do this heavy attack, which she's doing. Yeah. And I didn't get the parry off.
I want to see like the special, like if there's a special animation, because you're supposed to be able to dodge counter during her last strike to build up more subjugation stacks.
Okay, I'm just getting wrecked
here. I haven't seen that yet.
I'm trying to explain what she does, when really I should be focusing on actually playing the game. But yeah, so after a dodge counter like that, she'll go straight into B3.
Because I see him doing it during the crash out, the B3 spam, but that's not when you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to do it during the final hit.
Well, and you want to fill up her voltage, and now that we filled it up, we go for the heavy attack to increase the stun multiplier, and bam. Now we stunned the enemy, and go into the typical chain, and we'll do the typical quick swap rotation. And look at this. Oh my gosh. Easy single cycle against this boss. Zhu Yuan's damage output during a stun window thanks to Qingyi is just absolutely bonkers now. She was already incredible without this, and now she is way better, like literally 30% more damage better. Let's just go ahead and
Qingyi can deflect bullets. That's cool.
show off a few more things about Qingyi. Now, one thing I really like about her is that she works on pretty much every single team in the game. So for example, on an Ellen team, she works quite well because she's an attacker, and Sokaku still gets her buff because she is with Ellen. And again, Qingyi's faction bonus is based off of if there is another attacker in her team.
Basic attacks deal 20% increased days. If Qingyi's impact is greater than 120, each point over increases her attack by 6 up to a maximum of 600. That is crazy. So you need 220 impact to max this out, essentially, right? You need 100 over.
Team, or if there's someone else from her squad, which is the NEP squad. So yeah, basically she can work with every single attacker in the game currently because of this, which is really, really interesting. It makes team building significantly different than
Oh, for sure. This is so, like, the beginning phase of a Shiyu defense. Qingyi is so goated there because you don't have to, like, bunch them up so much, or like she takes advantage of them being bunched up so well.
So anyway, let's go ahead and just have her run through this area pretty quick. But yeah, basically because of that, she will still keep her 20% days bonus that she gets from the faction bonus, which is really nice because this is a unique way to build teams in comparison to what we've been used to. And we can go for that into the heavy attack.
Dude, you could probably proc this dodge counter off this charge basic against this guy a lot, because he loves to fucking attack you and not care about, like, interrupt at all.
And she has a lot of super armor on her abilities as well, which makes her pretty comfy to play, assuming, you know, you don't mind taking some damage here and there, which, depending on the content. The other new Shiyu defense that I tried, because there's like 3 Shiyu defenses now, that one, the enemies hit really hard. So we're probably going to have more content where, you know, taking damage matters more.
No, dude, get in between.
To, like the current Shiyu defense or most
needs
of the
to hit the
gameplay
gunner
in general. You can see here that I'm not really playing well. I didn't use Sokaku's level 3 ability yet, which gives the maximum attack boost, but hey, no big deal. The main point though is to demonstrate that Qingyi is quite good, even on teams where you wouldn't expect her to be great, like for example the Ice team. Now it's worth keeping in mind though that Lycone is likely still the better option because of his ice resistant shred. But if you don't like Lycone, or you don't have him and you don't plan to get him and you don't plan to use him, well, Qingyi can be used with Ellen because she's an attacker.
Yep.
So just to hammer in the point that Qingyi is a universal stunner for her.
Yeah, if you have Ellen and you didn't get lucky and roll like Heian for the perfect ice team like I did, coincidentally, then yeah, Qingyi you probably want like 100%.
Teams right now. We have a Soldier 11 team right here, and even with this setup, we should be able to have everything, all the buffs up and everything as necessary. So we'll just clean up. Oh, that guy somehow survived. Just gonna clean up this stuff right here, and we'll go into Qingyi in a sec. We get the parry off, and
I love parrying with Soldier because her attack animation carries over.
We're gonna go for this into the heavy attack to increase the stun multiplier. Although I think that was definitely overkill there. The thing is almost dead. Now I find it super interesting that I'm always 1% short of the 210% multiplier. I wonder if it's because like one of my attacks is kind of missing, which is probably the most likely scenario. But yeah, her B3 here, that spammy thing, it doesn't do a lot of days or damage, but it is one of the faster ways to generate her voltage. The fastest way to generate her voltage is with this comical looking attack. And then
I guess from her dodge
once you
counters
have the
too,
voltage,
right?
you go for that big attack right there. However, of course, she has many options throughout her entire kit. So there we go. We're going to go into the quick assist in the soldier. And just like this, we should be able to clean that out. Yeah, very easy. I mean, she feels perfectly fine on a soldier team. All right, I figured we made that stack.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about a few more details about Qingyi while we have a couple more showcases in the background. Now, honestly, right now, she's probably just
I wonder if he'll
best
ever
in
do
slot
it.
stunner for every single team except arguably Ellen.
Or maybe
with
I'm misunderstanding
Lycone,
the ability.
Because Lycone's probably still a bit better at damage amplification due to the ice resistance shred, and she is literally
Don't skip
amazing.
Nekomata. You guys want to see Nekomata? I guess I kind of want to see how she plays too.
We are Mata on field, and we're huge. We may as well give her a shot in a physical team as well, because at this point, you know, we are just going to do every single type of team because we're going to showcase just how
Oh my God.
universal of a support she can be. And yeah,
Wait,
I mean, the
Nekomata's
fact
so
that she
cool.
fulfills her passive with any attacker.
I like Nekomata type characters. Probably because like let me see. Unist? Under Night in Birth? I like characters within that trope. This one? This is my favorite Under Night in Birth character. Linnae. So basically she's like a short character, but she has like a big ass blade, and she's like really, really quick and acrobatic, right? I like that character archetype a lot with fighting games. So I wanted Nekomata, but she seems fun.
It's absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. You can see there, just like that. Now she has been stunning and cleaning up all that random stuff. So here we go. Now we can
And she
go
looks
for
like
the
she's
quick
just
stun
like
on this guy as
flying
well.
around
And we will just use
and beating the
Nekomata's
shit
chain
out of you.
attack
Dude, that looks so
into
sick. What the
Nicole.
fuck?
So that way we can get Nekomata on field. And
That's so cool.
Oh man,
She kind of reminds me the big X's too. Like the big X's.
Chain attack into Nicole.
I'll show you.
So that way we can get Nekomata on field.
This reminds me so much. If you play fighting games. Fuck, dude. I don't fucking know what it is. I don't know what you call it. Weapon X. It reminds me of Weapon X. Not this. No. Doesn't he have like a special where he puts a big giant X behind him for no reason? No, this is Weapon X. I mean, it kind of reminds me of that too, honestly. Like Wolverine.
Ding dong!
Game under the name not SpongeBob.
That's a sponsor. That's Weapon X. I guess kind of. That kind of looks like Weapon X a little bit. Like this part. I think that's pretty cool. Nekomata's like X23, yeah. It's pretty cool. We don't need this one anymore.
And oh man, that was some big damage right there. Good stuff, good stuff. And yeah, she's just stunning like crazy right now. Feels pretty good to actually use her like this.
Does she deflect bullets?
We go for this, and this way we can do 2 of these in order to get the
That's
full
pretty
stun
cool.
multiplier on this boss type enemy. And
She has so much
interestingly, again,
AoE
it's at 209%
with her
again.
ulti.
Oh wait, it wasn't a boss type enemy? Oh my gosh. Okay. See, like these big robots, you know, they all look the
Dude,
same
what
to
the
me.
fuck? That was sick. What? This is like a Nekomata showcase. She's like drifting.
In order to get the full stun multiplier on this boss type enemy. And interestingly,
Look.
again, it's at
Look, she like drifts here. Watch.
again. Oh wait, it wasn't a boss type enemy? Oh my gosh. Okay. See,
Like right here. Okay, watch.
like
She like drifts. But that's so cool.
these big robots, you know, they all look the same to me. I have a bit of difficulty telling them apart, but look at that. Chingy excelling even with
The character
a
animations
physical
in this
DPS
game is
team.
so good.
I'm going to talk about a few more details about Chingy while we have a couple more showcases in the background. Now, honestly, right now, she's probably just the best in slot stunner for every single team except arguably Ellen with Lycone, because Lycone's probably still a bit better at damage amplification due to
Okay,
the
we already saw Julian and Qingyi. Piper with Qingyi. I mean, Piper's not
synergize
I feel like
well
Piper
with anomaly characters like
shouldn't
Piper
be a
or
main
Grace.
DPS,
I
but-
personally really like using her with Piper because yes, her basic attacks do stun like 20% slower or so, but oftentimes it's hard to even notice. And
Piper
this
does have
additional
some
stun
cool stuff,
multiplier
too.
is very easy to notice. Like this over
She has, like, really good sound
500,000
effects
damage assault
on her
that
hits,
Piper just
I
casually
realized.
outputted and then continues
Never really
to
played her, though.
mow down the enemies around her. This felt absolutely great to use, so I highly recommend her even for anomaly teams, although you will be stunning slower.
like
But
that sound effect for her for this attack.
absolutely great to
her
use. So
heavy
I
attack
highly recommend her even
or
for
her chain
anomaly
attack.
teams, although you will be stunning
That's
slower.
so good.
Those big numbers are just absolutely worth it. And in the future, we might
Yeah,
get
X23
additional characters that
for
might
sure.
synergize with an anomaly build with Chingy a bit
But
better.
honestly, like Wolverine sticks more in my head. I don't actually remember how like X23's super animations.
So yeah, at the moment, Chingy is just an incredible character that just increases pretty much everyone's damage by a colossal amount when the enemy is stunned, and it's really, really hard to go wrong with her right now, regardless of who your DPS character is. Unless it's Ellen and you have Lycon, then, you know, you should probably just use Ellen with Lycon, but literally everyone else, I feel like she's going to be the best in slots.
Okay. This was cool. And thank you. I win to lose for the guide. Appreciate it. But I do want to watch like a video where they actually do this part of her kit. And also I kind of wanted to read her kit too. But like this one says, if perfect dodge is triggered when using finishing strike, which I assume is the golden staff attack, it directly applies 10 stacks of subjugation. When applying subjugation to normal or elite enemies, the applied stacks are doubled. This seems like it does happen to bosses too. Am I crazy? I don't understand who's... If elites are considered bosses, or bosses are considered elites, then I don't really know like who this doesn't apply to. Gotcha Mogul's video? That's not him. Pokey had a video. EO has a video. I can't find this Gotcha Mogul guy. Oh, here he is. She is insane.
If I had a nickel for every time we got a brand new, amazing...
I kind of just want to stick to it.
Good.
To it.
Essentially, Chingy has two really important mechanics to maximize her potential in her kit. You see this meter? It's like way up there.
Are you planning on playing Swords of Candelaria? Probably not. Unless a lot of you guys are. But, like, I looked at it and it didn't seem that interesting to me.
Below her face, that is called Flash Connect. It accumulates by doing electric damage.
Okay.
Notice here, I'm doing electric damage and the meter is filling.
Yeah.
It'll eventually turn gold along with her weapon as
Okay.
such. But do
I didn't
not
notice
worry,
that.
my friends, because this beautiful effect is not just for show.
What
It
up, Razor
enhances
Chicken?
her basic attack into enchanted moonlit blossoms.
Yeah.
It looks something like this.
Okay, I want to read that.
Basic attack into it is not just for show. It enhances her basic attack into enchanted moonlit blossoms.
During the Flash Connect state, hold basic, launch 5 consecutive forward 5 rush attacks, then execute a finishing strike that inflicts massive electric damage. Release basic during the move to trigger the finishing strike early. Well, wouldn't you always want to do it early? Activate the finishing strike just before the character is attacked to trigger perfect dodge. Oh. Oh, that's crazy. Anti-interrupt level is increased during the rush attack, and Chingy is invulnerable during the finishing blow. Wait, that's crazy. That's so cool. Oh my god, we have to roll her. We have to roll her. Dude. That's sick. She's like, who else has that? I think Billy has that, right? I think Billy has that mechanic where you can hold his special and dodge counter during it. You're too pull to get pulls though. Just give up on Zhu. But that's sick though. Her finishing strike is a dodge. How to pull Chingy for free to play.
Blossoms. It looks something like this. You hold down the basic attack button, and she does a bunch of these amazing strikes, and he's already broken.
Yep.
And then you just kill him, and he just blows up. Yep. It's just that, like, look at this. Look at that.
No, I'm on 50-50.
He's already at, like, 25% HP. Now let's go ahead and jump into all of her moveset, starting with the basic attack. We just talked about the enhanced version, Enchanted Moonlit Blossoms.
Oh, it's totally a quarterstaff, but
that flash
what I
connect
was
meter
saying
at least 7.
was like the staff. It looks like an arrow. Not an arrow head, but an arrow tail.
75%. Although I prefer it to be full, which we'll discuss that in just a little bit. Her normal basic attack has 4 strikes, but there's an amazing twist that is just so...
I want to read it. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a YouTube watcher. I'm a reader. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player. During the third hit, continue to press basic to continue to attack continuously, striking the enemy. Using dodge during this period will not interrupt Chingy's basic attack combo count during the third hit. Stop pressing it to interrupt the combo, transitioning automatically to the fourth attack. If the combo lasts for a certain time, the fourth attack will be enhanced. Dude, what the fuck? Why didn't I Win to Lose cover this at all? There was 17 minutes of this and nothing about like Chingy's like intricate mechanics. What the fuck? I feel like I got scammed for my time.
Or strikes, but there's an amazing twist that is just so undeniably fun. I think you guys are really gonna love it. Check this out. On the third one, it'll switch to electric damage, and you can keep pressing the button, whatever button you're using, your basic attack button, indefinitely. You can write an essay, read a book, do whatever. Once you release it, it'll go into that fourth swing and start a chain attack because he's probably going to be broken. But what if I told you all that there is even more to this insane move that we haven't discussed yet? Let me explain. First, we need Mr. Dullahan here to start attacking us, and let's go into the basic attack and see what happens. I'm going to dodge his move, whoop, hit the fourth one, and then go right back into the basic attack number 3. Let's do that again, just for fun. Whoop, do the fourth one, do it again. I think you get the picture by now.
Personally, I don't think that's nearly as interesting as the fact that her finishing blow does a dodge and you get rewarded for it by applying double stacks. And I need to see it. Please show it.
It's pretty ridiculous because you can just keep doing this and then he's broken. And yeah, now you're just going to beat the crap out of him and yeah, you know. So basically you can dodge while you're still doing the attack and just go right back into breaking him even faster. So basically you can just keep doing this. You can okay, well, staggered. You can dodge, go into your fourth move, and then just keep blasting him away with a bunch of days that's already built into her kit with this basic attack 3 until he does finally break. You just do like a special or something, and then you can start your chain attack.
So it looks like even dodges don't break it because he didn't dodge counter there.
This, you can okay, well, staggered. You can dodge, go into your fourth
see.
move, and then
he
just
doesn't
keep
dodge
blasting
counter
him away with a bunch of days that's already built into her kit with this basic attack 3 until he does finally break.
That wasn't a dodge counter. He just dodged, and it still continued it.
You just do like a special or something.
That's actually super good. This is Ambi's main flaw. But the problem or the difference is that I feel like getting basic 4 isn't the big deal for Chingy. It's more about you really want to land her finishing dodge counter, her special dodge counter essentially.
and then you can start your chain attacks. It's a really insanely powerful, and oh my gosh, it's so fun. What's cool about Qingyi's kit as a whole is everything pretty much fluidly combos into itself. So let's say you're doing the basic attack 3 shenanigans, and then you can just go straight into Enchanted Moonlit Blossoms by holding down.
That's what I want to see, the Enchanted Moonlit Blossoms.
The basic attack button.
I want to see him dodge an attack with it.
He's already broken. In a little bit, we'll discuss her combos and things in a little bit more detail, but for now, let's go over to her special attacks. The uncharged version of her special is called Sunlit Glory, and just does these really quick strikes here. All of them will deal electric damage, which means it charges our Flash Connect meter there in the top left. Although it'll be a little bit slower than what we did with the basic attack, where we're doing that and dodging and then going right back into it, stuff like that. Once your energy is high enough, you can activate EX Special Moonlit Begonia that looks like this. When you just press the EX Special button, she'll just do that, but watch what happens when you hold it. Notice how she's doing extra few little flips in the air there that'll increase the amount of days that you end up doing to the enemy. But don't forget that I said that her—
Let me read that really quick.
When you just high enough, you can activate EX Special Moonlit.
Quickly strikes upward, loose into the air, turning around. Hold it to consume additional energy to increase the combo hits of the series of strikes. Same thing with like Lycaon and a lot of other characters. Okay.
Begonia that looks like this. When you just press the EX Special button, she'll just do that, but watch what happens when you hold it. Notice how she's doing extra few little flips in the air there that'll increase the amount of days that you end up doing to the enemy. But don't forget that I said that her entire kit is fluid, fun, and very combo oriented.
Yeah.
Let's go into basic attack 3, right into EX Special, into basic attack 3.
That's cool. That basically nothing interrupts it.
My meter is charged, so I can hold it and go straight into Enchanted Moonlit Blossoms. You
please do the—
can literally just—
please do the special dodge.
Keep doing all sorts of different combos with her. You can dodge until she's finally broken the enemy. I mean, this is why I partially love the character. She's just so fun to play. She's so fluid in everything she does. She's very, very strong with the amount of damage and days she does, and she can just do whatever she really wants to. I hope you guys are starting to see why—
Is he doing this on stream?
I love the character so much, but we haven't talked about her ultimate yet. When the decibel rating hits 3000, you know what time it is. Press Q! And he's already broken. Qingyi's ultimate is called 8 Sounds of—
Bro, we're gonna go over her ultimate before her, like, dodge counter.
And he's already broken.
Her special dodge counter.
Qingyi's—
when decibel rating is at maximum, it's just a large attack. Okay.
Ultimate is called 8 Sounds of Gonjo and looks like this. Dealing a bunch of electric strikes, all dealing electric damage. And she's
insta days 100%? I don't really know. This is just a training dummy. Even if it's higher level, I feel like it's not that different. Or I feel like it's different from Shi Defense. Are you getting Jane Doe? Yeah, I want to collect all the characters, ideally.
Totally invulnerable while using the skill. Her dodge is pretty straightforward, although I really like the animation. She does like this little whoop, whoop, whoop. But it just does physical damage. Nothing really to that, but you can go straight into basic attack from it. It's pretty standard. Her dodge counter will always be the electric damage.
Okay.
That we've already seen.
That kind of looks like her basic
thing
4,
in
by
her
the way.
Kit we need to discuss is, of course, her core passives, and they are insane. This probably makes her the best unit in the entire game.
Yeah, we already know what her core passives are, but
let's go over them. Core passive Eternal Seasons just says when she lands a finishing strike with the Enchanted Moonlit Blossoms, she applies a subjugation.
Now he's
subjugation
reading.
will increase the target stun damage multiplier by 3%, up to 20 stacks. That's 60%, by the way. The rest of it just says how to get those stacks, but it breaks down like this. Each individual hit of Enchanted Moonlit Blossoms will deal 1 stack.
Basically, guys, this golden basic attack applies— you need to land this heavy 4 times in order to get the 60% boost. That's her passive in a nutshell. Like, you have to land this 4 times.
Totaling 5 just from hitting him. The finishing strike will add another—
unless you're fighting a normal or elite enemy, then you only need to do it twice, because they're doubled.
Another 5 to that, bringing us to 10. The last 10 are if you trigger a perfect dodge when you're doing that finishing golden strike that Qingyi does, bringing us to 20. In addition, if you're doing it to normal or elite enemies, the applied stacks are doubled. And then when the
you need twice for boss and once for everything else? Really? Then what the heck is applying 5 stacks for? Each charge attack adds 10 stacks? Well, why does it say it adds 5? When Shingi lands a finishing strike on an enemy with their basic attack Enchanted Moonlit Blossoms, it applies 5 stacks of subjugation to the enemy, stacking up to 20 times. He gets 10 stack, 5 additional. If perfect dodge is triggered, you get the 10 stacks. The Moonlit charge attack isn't just the big golden hit, it's those 5 hits before it too. Oh, my bad. Okay. Okay, I got you. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So never mind. You only need to land it once, basically, because it's a flurry of hits. Each equals 1 stack plus the golden big hit 5. Oh, okay, hold on. Is this on Pridwen?
Really important. I'm doing.
Is this on Pridwen, by the way? That's Flash Connect.
Mechanics to max so good, but Gold has this beautiful moonlit blossom.
Okay. It says launch 5 consecutive forward rush attacks and execute a finishing strike that inflicts massive electric damage. Okay, well then it doesn't work the way it says it, right?
Them. Core passive Eternal Seasons just says when she lands a finishing strike with the Enchanted Moonlit Blossoms, she applies a subjugation. Each stack of subjugation will increase the target's stun damage multiplier by 3% up to 20 stacks. That's 60%, by the way.
Yeah.
The rest of it just says how to get those stacks, but it breaks down like this. Each individual hit of Enchanted Moonlit Blossoms will deal 1 stack, totaling 5 just from hitting him. Of Enchanted
Moonlit Blossoms,
stacks, but it breaks down like this. Each
is basically when, like, not that hit, but every subsequent hit, the one that does electric damage, right? So it's like
individual
electric,
hit of Enchanted
2,
Moonlit
3,
Blossoms
4,
will deal 1
5
stack,
gold,
totaling 5 just from hitting him. The finishing
right? And the finishing strike is the one that has the special dodge animation.
Strike will add another 5 to that, bringing us to 10.
Okay. Got it. That's so confusing. This passive does not explain it then. I was going off what I was reading, because it doesn't say... It basically only talks about the finishing strike of Moonlit Blossoms, but it doesn't talk about the 5 hits prior to it, applying a stack of subjugation each. That's why I was confused, because it literally doesn't say it there. Anywhere here. Right? Oh wait, no. For each rush attack during basic attack Enchanted Moonlit Blossom, never mind, it does. The finishing strike will apply an extra stack of subjugation. Okay, so I'm retarded. Don't listen to what I'm saying.
Last 10 are if you trigger a perfect dodge when you're doing that finishing golden strike that Shingi does, bringing us to 20. In addition, if you're doing it to normal or elite enemies, the applied stacks are doubled. And then when the target recovers from being stunned, it'll all reset back to 0. Really, you don't have to worry about the extra 10 subjugation stacks from Enchanted Moonlit Blossoms, probably because he's already going to be stunned, and you still get 30% stun damage multiplier just from hitting the move itself. And he's already deleted. Like, what is he already below half? Yeah.
I mean, you definitely just want to swap to your DPS, but on higher level enemies, it's probably going to matter.
He's already 10% HP or something like that, and we just did 1 cycle on. Shingi's second passive is what makes her the best unit in the game, in my opinion. It's called 3 Verses of Farewell at Yang Pass, and it's the one that activates when you have 1 attack type character or from the same faction in your squad. Basic attacks in general will deal 20% increased days, and for every 1 point above 120 of Shingi's impact, she'll get 6 attack, up to 600. This means that the second part of this ability will cap at 220 impact, which is actually fairly obtainable. Remember that we're using a free-to-play Steam Oven. Steam Oven's advanced stat is not impact, it's actually energy regen. So if you use her W engine or one that does have impact, you should be getting pretty high above 200 just for your impact stat. And we'll talk about her builds and stuff in that full guide coming out soon, so make sure you subscribe to the channel for that. Let's go ahead and hop into one of these notorious hunts and see her in action. This is what I think the best team in the game is, and we'll talk about her best bang boo in just a little bit, so stay tuned.
Wait, he doesn't go over it. I need him to talk about it. He doesn't show it. He didn't show it, dude. This is a lot better than the I Win to Lose guide, I'll say that for sure, but he doesn't talk about it. He talks about it, he just doesn't show it. Bro, I want to see it. Anyway, good guide. If you want more in-depth stuff, I think this one is definitely it. So, definitely enjoyed this. But that said, I kind of want to see it. Why doesn't anyone just record it? It's not that hard.
Than Qingyi. When you're playing,
Does EO show it? You know what? I bet EO does fucking show it. Because EO is sweaty enough to do it. Come on, EO. Come on, EO, show it. Show it to me. EO is sweaty enough. I believe.
It took me a little bit, but I have successfully no-hit run critical Shiyu defense number 7. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I need that accomplishment. Okay, that felt good for me to do. Now, let me
wait.
tell
Does he? Is this account even? Wait, critical node?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It took me a little bit, but I have successfully no-hit run critical Shiyu defense number 7.
Oh, damn. That's crazy. No hit run? That's actually kind of crazy. But I guess not on his account, because when last time I saw him play, he was doing like story stuff. Right? That's crazy. Amount of progress since then.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I need that accomplishment. Okay, that felt good for me to do. Now, let me tell you my first
I don't know if he
impressions on
shows
Qingyi,
it.
because honestly, I think this character might be OD and probably number 1 in the game. So far from what I've been able to play with Qingyi, she's one of those characters that really gravitates towards understanding the full value of the game and then understanding the full value of the character. Now, I say that and I don't mean that like, oh man, if you don't play the game this way, then no, this isn't that type of party. I'm not saying that. I don't know why people think that I always say that, but it is what it is. Anyhow, my point being is that Qingyi really has a lot of value when you fully understand her kit. Even if we look at what we have now, basic attack, penultimate, a lot of what you're doing revolves around this, which is going to be like a basic attack 3 kind of thing where you're spamming the basic attack.
Dude, it brings them in. He's going inside. That's crazy.
Attack to get a bunch of electric shocks, but you don't really need to do a bunch of electric shocks. What you're doing,
wait, oh wait, no, that's Rezonabu.
Is you're building up the meter so that you can get the flash connect. Flash connect is going to be this bar that you'll see as you're playing the character, or rather as you see me playing the character.
I believe EO's going to show it.
Her gauge. That's going to be flash connect. Then you get the flash connect state, or the flash something state. Yeah, I'm right. The flash connect state. And then this is what's going to allow you to use your final attack, your finishing blow. And this is something that it looks like these characters coming in 1.1, all of them seem to have some type of finishing blow or final attack. Or
I would say, I don't know, not really. I wouldn't say this is negative edge, but it is like release input, and there is a lot of like, there is some skill involved in this, because you get more stacks. You get an extra 5 stacks no matter what.
They need to do in order to get access to all of what they want, whether that be a crap ton of damage, whether that be some speed or incredible speed, mind you, whether that be something like anomaly proficiency increase or status updates, whatever, right? I don't know why I said status updates, like this is Facebook, this isn't Facebook, bro. Anyway, the main point being is that Qingyi needs to do this thing in order to get that thing. Now, there's tons of different ways that you can go about getting electric damage or building up this meter, such as your dodge attacks, your dodge counters, your parries, into the actual parry, the defensive assist, I think is what it's called. You also have your EX skill, you have your regular skill that's going to be doing electric damage. You could build up electric damage however you want to, but the fastest way to do that would be spamming her basic attack 3. Then you have the idea, the concept that you can get into basic attack 3 by using EX skill or using her, the dodge counter, if I'm not mistaken, and the parry, if I'm not mistaken, all lead you back into basic attack 3. So it's very similar to how Zhu Yuan works, but it's not as versatile with what Zhu Yuan has to offer on the table as far as like playing the character. When you move beyond that point, you do get into the aspect of looking at the finishing strike, and you're actually hitting that finishing strike. Once you get this is where I believe the character starts to change. I think her value really starts to change once you understand how to use the flash connect state, the enchanted moonlit blossom, so on and so forth, because then you have like over 75% of the flash connect voltage, and then if you're using a little bit more than that, you get an increase in days, you get an increase in the attack damage. She also has, from what I can see through her, let me just double check real quick, her M1, if I'm not mistaken. This completely tells me how this character wants to be played, or rather what they're aiming for with this character, because basically it turns her into a DPS character, a sub DPS character, so she can pretty much work on her own. So now, because of all the attacks she's doing, the high attack that you can build into her,
when she enters combat, flash connect voltage is instantly restored to its maximum, and the accumulation rate is increased by 30%. That's fucking insane. When using her basic attack, Enchanted Moonlit Blossoms, if flash connect voltage is at its maximum, The attack will reduce the defense of the enemy it hits by 15%, and Xingyi's crit rate against that enemy will increase by 20% for 15 seconds. I don't think that like changes her into a DPS, but defense shred by 15%? That's fucking insane.
And the crit rate, M1 basically takes this to another level.
And she gets like flash connect voltage at max from the start, and its accumulation rate is increased by 30%. Like, she just overall becomes a juiced up character.
Not only is it going to increase the accumulation rate that you get from using flash connect voltage, but it's also going to increase the damage you're doing. It's going to reduce the defenses of the enemies being hit, which is pretty much everybody, because everyone's inside of that field whenever she's spamming the electric attack. And then she also increases her crit rate by 20% for 15 seconds, which, given the fact that you're constantly doing this, it's pretty much permanent anytime she's on the field. I know I said this for Zhu.
Nothing changes. She just becomes a stun agent with actual damage. No, she shreds their defense. She's like, she has like defense support utility. That's usually on a support character.
And I'm definitely gonna like double down whenever you guys see the guide for Zhu Yuan. But honestly, I feel like Xingyi, she's not my favorite, but I think the direction of these characters is really starting to take a turn. Like I'm a big fan of what we're seeing immediately. This isn't like a 1.4 or a 1.6 or even a 2.0 type of thing. We're immediately seeing the complexity that some of these characters.
Is that Hinata? Is that Hinata with like crazy tits and a ramen bowl?
Just can have. One of the things that I really want to point out is the flash.
Oh, that's gamer subs.
Golden state, or the flash connect state. When you're using the character, in fact, here, let me just show you real quick before I actually show you my whole impressions on the thing and whatnot. I'm gonna take you into Shiyu defense real quick because I'm just already here. I didn't feel like going to training, but if I need to, I will. So basically, you are building up all of this electric meter, right? The flash happens, you're gonna be able to get your, I guess, this version of the finishing blow. And then you go into that, you do whatever you want. Now, I still don't have this, so I'm gonna try and show you guys real quick. You see that I did a dodge right there? That's pretty standard, yeah?
Okay.
To get that dodge out.
He's doing it. He's gonna do it, I believe.
The state. Now I have this golden state. You see my staff is shining brightly. And I'm gonna try and get this. So I need one of them to try and hit me, but I need them to try and hit me.
He's gonna do it. He's doing it right now.
Basically, if you were to do 1, 2, 3 and like that, just like that, exactly, boom. What happens is she's able to force the perfect dodge state when she's using this finishing blow, where she steps back and then strikes with the staff, which is really cool.
He didn't do it.
Positives to this is that you can control.
He didn't do it, right?
Just like that, exactly, boom. What this move?
Hold on.
Basically,
slow-mo.
if you were
slow-mo. Oh, he did do it. He did do it. That's sick. Okay. It's super subtle and not as exciting as I thought it would be, but it is really cool. Props to EO. He did it. He actually did it. Out of all the fucking guides we watched, he actually demonstrated it. It wasn't the best shot of it, to be fair, but props to EO. He fucking did it. Fuck yeah. I told you EO was sweaty enough to do it and to actually demonstrate it. Holy shit.
She's able to force the perfect dodge state when she's using this finishing blow, where she steps back and then strikes with the staff, which is really cool. The positives to this is that you can control when you get hit, when you don't get hit. It does a crap ton of damage. And let me just kind of go over here. I was actually talking to some of the boys about this too. When you do this, your key goal for using this character is to build up 20 stacks. Every hit that you do in that mode, the golden state, gives you 5 stacks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then finishing blows and you get the rest of it, right? So you get 20 stacks. What happens though is if you were at any point in time after 2 hits, the goal is 2 hits. 1, 2, perfect dodge. 1, 2, perfect dodge. This will auto give you 20 hits. It also shortcuts you needing to do the other 3 hits, and it immediately goes into that. Why I say this is because I just got through like trying to do the 0 hit run, there's no hit run in the game against this very same thing. The reason I'm telling you guys this is because
he's not understanding that every hit of the Enchanted Moonlit Blossoms also applies to stack, because it's like so subtle in the wording too.
There's tons of situations where you'll be doing something like this and you'll want to dodge, right? Because she unfortunately does not take she doesn't have iframes or invulnerability, not iframes. She doesn't have invulnerability when using.
Dude, her dodge is so sick. Her no motion dodge is so sick. She just slides back.
Her heavy attack, right? She's gonna get hit. And as you see in Shiyu Defense 7, the critical mode, I'm getting hit by mobs and they're taking off clean chunks of my HP, right? Look at this, boom, 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 800. That's 1600 damage that I'm taking from mobs, right? Another 800 and now she's gone, she's dead. So you get to a point in the game, and I don't think I can show you guys the extra bit of what's happening in Shiyu defense, but there are more floors than 7. All right, you just progressively take more damage in the game. It's ridiculous.
That was cool though.
You get hit when you do this every 5, so 2 hits. Disable brightly, and I'm gonna try and get this. So I need one of them to try and hit me, but I need them to try and hit me while I'm doing this move. Basically,
this is it.
If you were to do 1, 2, 3,
right there, he dodged it, and then I wish we could see the stacks
like that.
But you can't see the stacks because it's not an elite.
It's like that, exactly.
And also, this thing doesn't have a stun damage multiplier. That's pretty much why. Anyway, WEO guide. He actually showed the fucking dodge counter. Pokey also shows it on Elite. Oh, okay. Well, he's the other one then. The second one. He's the second one. Dude, I was so pissed. Everyone else just kind of talks about it. No one else kind of shows it. But EO bothered to show it. So I appreciate that. I'm sure Pokey did too. But damn. Okay. Ambi stuns better. But he's talking about like C6 Ambi. And let's be real, like, who has C6 Ambi? like C6 Sokaku and C6 Anton makes sense, but C6 Ambi? I don't know about that.
Ambi actually stuns faster than Qingyi when you're playing against weaker bosses. The total team clears that I got between Qingyi and Ambi were actually...
I have C6 Ambi? What the fuck? She's
Welcome
so
to Jello
cute.
Zone Zero, where we build and test every single...
Bro, what are we doing? Come on.
Character to help you decide who you want
Chill.
to summon for and build. But I know if I wasn't summoning for every single character, my #1 question that would be burning in the back of my mind would be, how good is Qingyi? How worth it is she really compared to if I just invested in the very first character we're given to us, Ambi? She is an electro stun character after all, which is the exact same role that Qingyi provides. So I took both of these teams into domains, bosses, and the final floor of Shiyu defense to see if Qingyi is an upgrade that's worth it for you. All the footage you're going to see here comes from the creator experience server, which a bunch of us creators have been given early access to. We were able to fully max out characters, and I did choose to do that, but I may have made a mistake. We'll talk about the implications on this later on. The amount of resources it actually takes to get these last...
As everybody on the server, it's every creator, and I don't know how to even apply. But I have someone I can ask, so I will see how to do it. But it's not going to be relevant until the next banner or the next character or the next preview.
Last 2 core skills is very, very
Maybe I can get in for Jane Doe.
high, and might be something that you won't get to for yourself for a really long time. So the footage shown here is representative of where you will get eventually, but maybe not where you'll be at right away. My reasoning behind this at the time was that I wanted to show you footage that would still be relevant much later on, because the pulls you make now matter. The pulls you make now are probably the characters you're going to be using down the road, and so I wanted to show the characters at somewhat close to their max potential. Again, I still think this information is extremely valuable, and it doesn't make the most massive of a difference, but I did want you to be aware of that at least before we get into the footage. First things first, we need to have at least a basic working understanding of what Qingyi does. She is a stunner, so she'll spend...
I can skip this, right? Can we just go to the demonstration? I already know how Qingyi...
majority of her
we already know everything
field.
about how
I'm gonna save
Qingyi
her
works.
Exact gameplay for a full guide after I test her with more teams and more different stuff. But in general, her skill will apply a lot of stun. Her basic attacks, after the first 2 hits, will apply a lot of electric damage and stun. As you're attacking, you'll fill up a meter, and you can consume this meter by doing a hold attack, which will apply a lot more stun and boost the damage of your other characters. This damage boost is an absolutely massive part of her kit, and is the main reason that she is useful as a character. Obviously, her stun is solid, but as you're going to see later, the stun potential alone isn't what makes her good. This damage boost is a major part of her kit. So now that we understand her, let's go into the actual comparisons versus Ambi. Right off the hop, regardless of the enemy, regardless of whether it's Shield defense or somewhere else, Ambi actually stuns faster than Qingyi. This definitely came as a surprise to me, because I expected the limited 5-star to be better in every way than the free unit that we were given at the very beginning of the game. Now, my Ambi is at Cinema 6, and she also has her the very limited 5 than Qingyi. This definitely came as a more, regardless of the enemy, stuns.
So, okay, this is a side-by-side comparison, right?
There is Shield defense or somewhere else.
That's Thunderbolt. That's not even optimal, right? But whatever.
Ambi actually stuns fast.
It's because of her EX skill, right? And like Qingyi doesn't really have an EX skill to like really give a huge burst.
Faster than Qingyi. This definitely came as a surprise to me because I expect.
And stuns faster, but then let's think about like enemies like Nineveh 11. Like Nineveh 11 has such a huge fucking daze bar. I wonder who gets to like stun Nineveh faster when it's not so burst dependent, I feel.
Expected the limited 5.
And also Qingyi's kit is much more loaded into her basic and her enchanted heavy. So that's what I'm wondering. She needs the 50 energy? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Star to be better in every way than the free unit that we were given at the very beginning of the game. Now, my Anby is at Cinema 6, and she also has her talents maxed out. What I didn't consider is that Anby actually gets a little bit more from her Ascension passives than Qingyi does. Qingyi gains a stun multiplier of 2.8% to 3% from her final, which is 2.5 to 2.8 from D to E, and 2.2 to 2.5, so it's a 3% the previous, or a 0.3%, and then just a 0.2% for the final one. So what I'm saying is she gets more of her...
Coletta stuns faster, probably? Probably. I feel like C1 Qingyi is going to be really good though for the defensive shred.
Her value from being less maxed out. Whereas Anby, she goes from a 48% days multiplier, which is a different percent by the way, to 53, which is 5%, to 58, which is 5%, and then 64, which is a 6% over, yeah, which is close to a 6%. So relatively speaking, like relative to the total amount, this is around a 10% increase for every ascension, whereas Qingyi's is less. Basically what I'm saying is at a low investment level, Anby's stun is a lot worse, but because of her cinemas and because of really maxing out her core skill, she improves a lot, whereas Qingyi definitely does improve, it's by a smaller percentage. The next very interesting thing that I noticed is that when you're playing in domains, when you're playing against weaker bosses that you can one rotate, which eventually you will get to the investment level where you'll be able to do that, probably...
What the fuck are domains?
Never in Shiyu defense, but outside of the Shiyu defense, like fighting your weekly bosses. The total team clears that I got between Qingyi and Anby were actually exactly the same. It was only when we got to the Shiyu defense that we started to see clear time differences between the Qingyi team and the Anby team.
Yeah, because Qingyi has actual AoE.
The team that we're using is a Constellation 0 G1, which is mostly maxed out, level 11 talents, using the free-to-play accessible Brimstone weapon and a crit ratio of 45 to 107. So not like crazy stats, but she is fully leveled up. We're using Nicole.
Yeah, and Qingyi has stun damage multiplier
on Cinema 6, and the only variable was either Anby or Qingyi. For both of them, I used this exact same artifact set and the free-to-play.
Yeah, I feel like it's cool. I think this is a cool part of Zenless's design that Anby stuns faster in a single target scenario, but Qingyi still gives stun damage multiplier. Qingyi still gives AoE. Qingyi gives defensive shred if she's C1. Anby only stuns faster if you have her at C6. And that's about it. Like, I feel like Qingyi is like a no-brainer. You 100% want Qingyi way more than you want Anby. But yeah. Anby C5. Anby is gated by energy. Yep. Which there might be better ways to build up energy, but still. The thing is though too is that Qingyi does want on-field time, which might be contentious like as the game grows, but I don't know. That is a little kind of like concerning, right? But yeah, that's cool. Cool video. All right, what time is it? Ooh. It is late. It is late, guys. I think I'm good. I think maybe today today we have taken a break from the drama. Today we have dodged the drama. It was just Zenless content. Straight Zenless content. There are some fun videos we could be watching. I feel like, honestly, come on, this is F-tier drama. This is F-tier drama, right? I did kind of want to watch this video from Legion's Gaming, but maybe we'll watch it some other time. Maybe we'll watch it some other time. We had a lot of gameplay stuff to cover. A lot of gameplay. Yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. YouTube, Twitch. Holy shit, a total 180 viewers. You guys are insane. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. We're gonna be here tomorrow, 7, 8 p.m., something around there, Pacific time. So be there, YouTube or Twitch, twitch.tv/rednu23, youtube.com, you know where my channel is. And yeah, that's gonna be all from me. We'll probably get into like some more drama stuff on next stream because there's not much other gameplay stuff to cover. And I'm looking forward to maybe like getting into Honkai too, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see how much content there is. Yep. Will you pull Ching-Yi? Yeah, for sure. I want to get all the characters. I want to get all of them. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Be safe. And yeah.